Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair! Rise and grind, wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday, great conversation, guest appearances, 'cause you experience us on the cusp of blowing up. Boom. Wake up, wake up. Rise and grind, morning show.
Oh, yeah. You already know what time it is. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, y'all. This is what we do every Monday through Friday, 9:15, like the damn intro says. Sometimes we there, sometimes we not. Just learn we're going to be there right at your spot.
I can tell you this.
Well,
I'll be there.
you so full of it. She on time for 3 weeks in a row.
No.
It been 3 years.
I've been on time for it started the end of January.
It started the week I was gone. That's when it started.
Because I didn't want to.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show,
Wake up,
y'all.
wake up.
That beautiful voice that you're hearing is none other than the one and only Brittany Chanel,
Good morning.
a.k.a. Brittany Chanel.
Hello.
And of course, we got the perfect gentleman in the building. The one and only Mr. B.Todd is in the building.
Top of the top, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So you say top of the top, and then Indeed, let me sign it off.
Indeed is when we end.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that right one day. I want to be that time so bad.
No. Come up with your own shit, please.
Damn.
For the love of God.
All right, damn, Frank Lucas.
Miles, I want my ticket.
Okay, what ticket? Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
For the vaginals.
Yeah. Nah.
Would you stop ruining the name? Jesus.
It sounds like a disease.
It sounds like a wrong science experiment.
Did y'all see the story with Spirit Airlines? They was fighting down in Georgia.
I can believe it. What were they fighting for? Who's
They
the
were
gas?
just fighting. Just a bunch of blacks.
Blacks.
Fighting, yeah.
But,
I said this to Shanny. I was mad. I'm like, this is why I don't fly Spirit.
You don't want to fly Delta?
You don't want to fly nothing right now.
I'd rather fly Delta than Spirit.
Delta the one that's
Who
crashing.
calling already?
A scam.
Fuck us, shady.
Call it. Oh,
Hold on.
Answer it.
Answer. Let's answer. Scam.
Here we go.
Scammerooski. Hold on. Hello.
Thank you for calling.
Hello. Okay, they don't want to play. They hung up.
Hang up.
Hang up. Who idea was that to answer the phone?
Oh, Niles, hang up.
Hey, matter of fact, you got a good fruit bag. You need to start selling those.
Mom, stay out my
She has
business.
some big
Those
old,
are really
there's some big
good
old grapes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Them like some.
You can tell
Like
those
grapes.
are good
How you know?
because they plump and they juicy.
She said they plump. Look at that.
They plump and they
This-
you could tell them.
This clock in the
Them-
orange. And
Yeah, them
plump.
yeah, they got the crumb.
It's,
You can sell 'em.
it's better
Yeah,
than
and the
Brittany.
kiwi. Yeah.
Ty, it's better than
Now,
Brittany.
see,
Brittany
I
always do
know
like this.
Because you have to be quiet, bring it down.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
You look like you could be a good school teacher.
I don't really want to be one.
Yeah, you like you.
I can see her being a
Even though I have
professor,
fun with
not a
kids, I have a
teacher.
great time with the little ones, and I talk to them like I'm talking to you guys.
Oh, really?
They're hilarious.
Oh yeah,
They are pretty
You
funny.
got to
They
talk to
are
somebody on
hilarious.
your level. I get it. Listen,
They have their own personality.
Shanny has heard me in action, and Shanny be cracking up at me. She be like, "You talk to them like they understand." I'm like, "They do
They do.
understand."
They do.
I hate it when
Little people.
I hate it when people talk to kids like, "Oh my goodness."
That's me.
I hate
I'm a
that stuff.
teacher. I'm a
I
teacher.
can't wait. I can't wait. Well, Elijah did say that when he was younger. He was like, he said, "God, Daddy, why they talk to me like I'm 4?" I said,
No,
"Because you
listen.
5."
How old was he? 5?
I said, "Because you 5."
Paige is 6, going on 60. I mean, she knows what she wants to
She got an
wear.
old soul.
She's like, "Wait, why are we on the freeway? Can we get off the freeway? I don't know where I'm at." Like she is, she don't like being on the freeway because she likes to know where she's at.
I know that's right.
You know, I like talking to Celeste's son. Celeste's son,
Yes,
he grown
that's
as
my
hell.
boy.
He cool as hell.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
boy.
He was cool.
I know he really like love. He was like, "Hey, Auntie." I remember Auntie. He said, "I wait for my auntie."
Yeah.
Anyway, I like being a little child too because I get to hug when I used to hug women. It was so obvious what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Look at.
Perv.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do in
The
life.
doggone show.
Yeah.
Hey, when you hug.
Such a perv.
Yeah.
But Brittany,
Get off the mic.
I'm sorry. But you know,
You gotta use
I
it.
did have a little boy that had a crush on me. It was really cute. It was like, "Oh, you're so cute."
that's how you got your credit score up. Listen, Brittany, like, can I put your name on this credit card? Somebody time you get 18.
Please don't put stuff in kids' names.
I was born with
Parents.
good credit.
Oh, damn. Damn,
That could be it.
she just fucked me up. Okay.
She was probably set up
She about to take
in
over.
a good way.
She about to take over the show. Go ahead. She's I was born with good credit.
What?
Damn. Sound like Beyonce. She said, "My great-great-grandchildren is already rich."
They are.
They already rich.
Damn.
As much as them tickets cost.
But that's some shit to say.
But think about Beyonce though. She had a whole tour, then made a movie and recorded her tour,
That's
and
why-
made a movie, and people still went
You
to
know
go
what
see
I
it.
do? Watch people's stories.
Thank you, TikTok.
So you know what? But you know that.
I
You know what?
didn't pay Beyonce too much money.
But this is what Beyonce did for everybody. She listen.
I didn't give her enough
When,
of my
when this
money.
happened, people give us blueprints. We just do not follow.
That's true.
And that'd be crazy. She already said, in order to get what I got, you got to do what I do. You got to work hard.
And that's why I support
you
from afar.
You got to work.
I like Beyonce though. I just would never pay to go see her. No shade. She put on a very good performance.
First of all,
Oh,
I
baby, I pay. I'm just not paying now.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
tell people all the
got
time,
mortgage.
that's not up to her. That's up to the
The facility.
promoters, whoever doing it.
What's up?
It'd be the facility too.
Yeah.
Like all of that, they got to pay for security. That's why
Well, maybe they
charge.
should just have it at Little Caesars instead of Ford Field. You know, let's meet in the middle.
I just feel like-
you're a little safer coming out of Fort Field. I'm not gonna lie, because
And that's isn't it big? Is it bigger than Little Caesars?
It's bigger, yeah.
no, it's not bigger than Little Caesars.
Yes, it is.
It has to
Ford
be.
Field? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's why
because it's
she
football
goes,
field.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's why she keep going.
yeah.
Listen, I don't care. I was on the
don't
floor
know.
last time she was here.
I was at my floor home. They ain't gonna get me,
Baby.
But I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
I was in the suite once. I was on the floor. Listen, I'm not no more.
Plus, we are not.
didn't grow
We
up.
are pod life, so we need to go ahead and with podcasting, we need to get our press passes.
We
Yes.
do. And can y'all do us a favor? Can y'all like, share, and subscribe, y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
subscribe.
Hit that button, subscribe.
on YouTube. Go to YouTube and hit type in the Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's
Please.
the one with the yellow button. It's that simple. We're also on Pod Life, but Pod Life is getting everybody different podcasts on Pod Life, so we're gonna be all right. All right.
Wake up.
Let's go with today's topic. Today's topic is drum roll, if you please. What makes a power couple? Shit, money. That's
Yeah,
it. See y'all later. Talk to y'all later. Shit.
Good evening, folks.
Yeah,
But-
their business acumen, everything like that.
You said
they-
acumen. I couldn't even say acumen.
Yeah, they you know, it's sometimes a lot of people just think that a power couple is just a couple that look good and they just
Yeah.
in a lot of movies or something together. But no, it's about what y'all do, how y'all conduct y'all business.
This is the worst coffee ever. Well,
You
shit.
said that mid swallow. He tried to get his life.
the power couple who I thought was gonna be dope and I thought was gonna work was Meek Mills and Nicki Minaj.
I did have high hopes for them.
I did too.
I did.
I like the music that they did.
Yeah,
together,
it was how they started off.
Yeah.
It started off good.
I don't know. I don't know about
Brittany.
business.
Like I didn't think
I don't
nothing
know about
about them.
business, but as far as them working together, I thought it was a good look.
Yeah, I thought it was a great look.
It might have been just for that though, just for them to push their music and their content, and then
They made great music together.
yeah,
I'll give
get
them
up
that.
out of there.
Yeah.
What song? Never mind.
What song did they do?
What was the song with Chris Brown? What was that called?
Yep, it was good.
I felt because Chris Brown was on it.
Of course you.
That's because Chris Brown was on it.
Yeah.
Say,
No, I'm
say
just
his
being
name.
real. Chris Brown was on
Some
it.
people put people in there for the name,
Of course. Well, here's
just
the-
like for their music videos. Too.
one of the best things one of the best things that you do have is your name in music, and the best thing you could do is pull someone up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Redman said a long time ago he started to pull people up when he wasn't even pulled up. He was just had a decent name. You know what I mean? But he started trying to have groups up under him. And that's where he spent a lot of his time on litigations and things of that nature that caused him to, like, you know, he didn't even want to rap for a minute. Like, man, I'm tired of this music shit. It's too much. It's
Because
too
it's
complicated.
more so business than
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Especially back then.
And Redman can actually rap. That's the crazy
Redman
part.
called his new album is one of the best rap albums in the past 10 years easy.
When did it come out?
Last 2 weeks ago.
Oh, damn. I gotta check it out.
Yeah. Redman. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar album. He had a good ass album.
Oh, you finally listened to GNX?
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
I listen to the ones that's on the radio.
Yeah,
What they
of
talking
course.
about?
Of course, that's all you listen to.
What they talking about?
Exactly. They ain't talking about none.
What they talking about?
They ain't talking about none.
What they talking about?
They talking about none. Okay.
Yeah, I see. I saw.
Okay.
Hey Todd, what they talking about? Shut your ass up.
Why are you so jealous of us?
He's so mad. Because when I got it.
I've never met a man so jealous of women. You know, jealousy is a weak emotion. You got to overcome that.
That's a female trait.
Male shouldn't be jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't jealous. I just mine's not bad. Mine's just hurt.
He just hurt.
Anyway, Todd, what makes a power couple to you? You said
I just pretty much said it, yeah.
Because you used the word acumen. I remember that. Acumen. So what about morals? Because
Because y'all all said finances, and I don't necessarily believe that that makes a power couple.
No, I don't-
Everybody said something with finances.
yeah, I don't think it's
It's not all about finances.
I think it's literally building.
Yeah.
And having a team, having respect for each other, your morals, your
Being each
values.
other's
Because what's the name of the white couple who kind of look kind of scary? They did the thing with Balenciaga. Balenciaga.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
They talk like this.
That really did.
I still don't know. I don't know who you talking about, bruh.
There's the white guy. He's a rocker. And they real like gothic.
Well, that's
Are you talking about
the,
MGK and Megan Fox?
No.
He's talking. You talking about the older couple?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about my man who played in the group. Now I know who you're talking about. What's her name?
Yeah. God damn it.
They had an actual TV show.
Yeah.
He's done so much drugs that don't even make any sense. Was he part of the group?
He don't remember his name. Like,
yeah, he was part of the rock group. Was it Kiss?
Kiss.
I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, he was part of I know who you're talking about, but I
I
can't
don't know
think of his
nothing of
name.
motherfuckers if they don't got their makeup on. I don't
But
care.
he
I only
did-
knew Gene Simmons. That was it.
Yeah, that I know who you're talking about,
Yeah.
but that's
the
a power
name told me
couple to
everything
you.
I need
I mean,
to know.
yeah. I mean, they done a lot.
That's
if
what
it
you
was,
consider a power
Jeans.
couple.
and I don't consider them. That's what the
No, I'm just saying that they're a power couple to you.
Forbes made them a power couple, and I was just
And
like,
why? I'm just asking.
word to word for billion.
Is it? I'm sorry.
They
is it
created a
purpose?
legacy for TV, music, clothing. They did a lot.
Gotcha.
And so
They have purpose.
At one point, did y'all consider
Good.
Kanye and Kim a power couple?
No.
Okay.
No,
Because she didn't have no power. Listen,
I never thought their relationship was looked at in a good light.
I
From
just
the
never,
beginning,
I just
to
never
the
seen him
end.
as that.
Yeah.
Did you see what Kanye was crying? He's like, I gave Kim $24 million so she could start her business. Now her business is worth over $2 billion.
First of all,
I wonder
don't
what
know
he's getting from
anything that you just said. Can you please say it again in English? I never.
Kanye was upset because
In
he
English,
gave
lift your voice.
lift every voice. Kanye gave Kim Kardashian over like $23 million to start
I
Skims.
remember that. Yes.
Yeah, she stole Skims from somebody anyway.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a
They
black
stole
woman.
everything in Hollywood. Everything stolen from blacks.
I mean,
Essentially.
What hasn't been stolen from us?
Yeah.
I mean, they steal everything from us.
No, really. What hasn't been stolen from
Black
us?
man make, white man take, and Chinese enhance.
Yep.
That's just how it goes. And that's been going on for years. Like, we was like, man, the black man made a Walkman. Yeah, just walked out of his life.
She said Ozzy and Sharon.
Ozzy.
I couldn't think of them, but I know who they were.
Yeah.
But they was making dumb money. It was like this. It was like 30 million, 40 million, 60 million.
I've seen power couples, like tangible power couples in the
Okay, so
Next to
tangible
me.
meaning no
Next to me.
finances. Right.
Yeah.
No finances involved.
Okay.
No.
Tangible.
meaning next to me, I can touch them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's
What
why I
about-
said power couples is not just
Money.
What about
finances,
Will and
they
Jada?
build.
Well, no.
No.
Yes. I
You
feel
did?
like they were, but I feel like they just started.
One thing that they
young,
did together.
A
created
movie.
kids.
Huh?
They did a movie together,
Oh, did they?
The Karate Kid. But again, I don't consider them that.
They created kids together.
You know what I mean? Kids is in, no, I'm about to say no. Somewhere in the belly of the beast.
Right.
But no, I just feel like they started really young when they got together, and
They didn't start that young.
when they start.
Will Smith got a son older than
Going back and
you.
forth with her.
No, I want to know. I want to know.
Will Smith got a son older than you.
I didn't know that.
I would say Cookie and Magic.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she got to be so because she ain't get it, but he got it.
No, I'm not saying that, y'all.
That's
Because
crazy.
y'all keep talking about like finances. I'm not talking about that. I'm
That's
talking
the one.
about the longevity that was done. I'm talking about the
to
families that
matrimony.
were
Right, I got you.
created. Like y'all keep just talking about money, and that's not what makes
The
a power
Waltons.
couple. The things that they've been through is what makes a power couple.
Okay.
The struggle.
There's yes.
Okay, that's
The
the case.
relationship had to stand and go through something. I'm talking about people that did put 20 plus years in the game. Those are power couples.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
They
okay.
got a
Like,
solid
y'all keep
foundation.
So-
they built like y'all keep talking about money.
Money.
Like money comes. It's some people that have been married and started off with not a quarter.
Yeah.
So like that is not.
That's what I want to know.
Got married with nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They quiet. You don't hear nothing about Magic and Cookie. You don't hear anything about LL Cool J and his wife. You don't hear anything about Ice Cube and his wife.
Method Man and his
You're
wife.
just not
Snoop
starting
and
to
his
see
wife. Yeah.
Morris Chestnut and his wife do something. These people got 20 plus years in the game, and we're talking black people at that.
Praise God.
Stuff that they don't want to show us,
Yeah.
that we don't see. They keep showing us all these other.
Ratchet people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like Offset and Cardi.
I know.
Stuff that we don't
I
care
think
about.
ABC it's one of those networks put a ban on any information about them. They're like, no.
Good.
Like, don't report it.
Because
don't
that
say
shit is
nothing.
it's trash.
It's trash.
It's trash.
But-
and it's like it's embarrassing to me. Y'all got kids together. Why y'all blasting each other on social media?
Again, that's not a power couple.
Yeah,
and,
he
and
just
then,
hurt.
like y'all also saying, like,
Powerless
well,
couple.
what have they done together? The woman does a lot. If you
Yeah.
see that man doing something, trust me, it's that
Well,
woman
it's-
that's behind him.
It's a woman.
And
From
that's why-
for every great man, there's a greater woman.
This is
Yeah.
why I
Sure.
love men that pay homage to their wives.
Shout out to speaking of paying homage to your wife. What's up, guy? Teddy Van Gogh. He's a producer in film world.
And that's here in Detroit. It's tangible. You can touch
He
it.
definitely give his praises to his wife, and they're a power couple. Then, if that's the case, by definition.
You got Calvin, man, and Miss Heather.
Must stop about that. That's my name. That's
You
my
got
name.
people right here. In
You
our
definitely got, you got some hella power couple.
Now that's a power couple. to me.
Yeah,
sure.
definitely Calvin and Heather.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Dr. Calvin and Dr. Heather. They
That's
definitely a
such a
power
flex
couple.
together.
Exactly.
The togetherness.
They should be called. They should do a show called The Doctorin. No, okay, I just tried
It
it
would have
out.
been better off as the man.
The man.
But I like Deval. What's his name? DeVale or Deval?
Oh, yeah, oh,
Him and
boy.
His wife.
Yeah, he
Ellis.
was-
Kadeen and DeVal.
Yeah, like I like them.
them.
They
Yeah.
I love them. They are a good couple, especially with them working together.
You need, why
They
won't you get
built-
him on your show, bro?
Man, I would love to.
All
I
you
would
gotta do
love
is
to.
email him.
For real?
Email, message him. Yeah, people be down.
Yeah,
for
he's
shit.
cool like that, and I think they're a great couple.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
and they
listen.
built. Like they've been together 20 plus years.
And
like,
they touring and shit. So
Yeah, they came out with that book. The book was great. I like that.
one thing I don't like what's going on right now is the podcast that broke up. It's getting real messy out there.
Oh my God!
Which we talking about?
Tonight's conversation.
Yeah.
When I tell you,
I don't know why anybody thought that was gonna do with.
no, it did numbers. It definitely
Of course
numbers.
it did.
did numbers.
Because of what they was
Time
talking
being,
about.
yeah.
That's all. That's all it was.
Let me
But
be
it look-
quiet.
Say it. No,
Yeah,
talking.
get it
I know what
No.
I'm saying, because I might run into all these people later in life.
Don't act bougie now.
I mean, I just feel like they didn't have any. Like, what did they have to show for them to be basically reputable to have that platform?
You're right. I mean,
So I'm
that's
not.
valid.
I'm not taking any.
Only one of them married,
That's
to my knowledge.
That's my point.
Shit.
So you have people giving advice basically on relations that y'all had. Nobody
Yeah.
really was in real relationships.
Yeah, to my knowledge, only one person was married,
was
and that
only
was
the-
Randy.
and that's
Randy's
the-
the only one that's married.
Randy's married and the other one's married.
Who?
Kitty.
No, not Kitty. What's the other girl name? The one that you be obsessing over.
Oh, you talking
Kitty.
about?
No,
No.
it's not Kitty.
I'm
talking
not-
about,
I'm
you
in-
talking
I'm-
about Keita Rose? Is that who you talking about?
I'm in love
Kitty.
with
The
the
one
dark,
speak-
the
that's
dark one.
The dark one is Kitty.
Yeah,
The
the-
brown
Okay,
skin
so
one
then
is
it's Kitty. Yeah,
It's
she's
Kitty.
married.
Yeah, Kitty's
But
married.
she's, for me, like, I feel like she's was the only one that was saying.
Hold on, what you looking for, honey? Huh?
What's going on? You all right?
Okay. He's gonna be here tonight. Yeah,
Hold on.
no, you're fine.
Who show?
No, you're fine. Yeah. Did
You early?
Did he say he was coming? Yeah. Now? Hold on. I'm,
Who's coming?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hold on.
What's all good?
So
Hold
y'all
on.
go ahead, hit that like button,
Yeah,
and,
yeah. Hit that share button.
Share
the
button.
share button, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. But yeah, she was the other one that was married.
Okay.
And she had things that I thought was kind of reputable and what to
Jalen.
say. They now have the doctor that's a part of it. And she's a doctor, so obviously she's speaking from a medical standpoint on people's mental health and things like that. But I just didn't feel like anybody was,
Right.
and no shade to none of them.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to all of them. I'm not shading them or anything like that. I just
Yeah,
feel
we
like
look good up
But
there.
the fact that it just blew up the way that it did was horrible because it's like all this dirt coming out. A lot of it's money related.
All of it is 80%
But all
money.
of it started as that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Were they really trying to help,
No.
or were they just
They're
trying to get
some
on?
money.
They're trying to get some money.
Trying to get some money.
Yeah.
And I mean, they said it was having 4,000 people show up
Yeah.
at $35 a piece.
Well, I know Calvin said like the shows that really are talking about, relationships and really talking about something of substance. Not saying that theirs didn't have substance. Like I said, I'm not trying to shade them. All I'm saying is it's different.
Yeah.
It's not very loud,
Yeah.
but they make they're doing numbers.
Yeah, and then on top of that, it's not like a big messy situation where people end up arguing either.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like we know some of that really is just for entertainment
it's for
purposes.
it's for the camera.
Yeah, so let's
And I
all
under-
call a spade a spade.
And I understand how it worked. Like, it's got to be some drama. That's when the numbers go up. But at the same time, if that's not how you really living, that's not a good look to me personally. You know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if I come on a show and then I'm down in women, but I'm married. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense to me.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's weird, honestly. I feel like that's a bunch of faking. And I would rather stay in the position that I'm in right now than to sit up here and fake for the cameras just to get ahead. I can't do that. It's not going to sit well with me. It was like, when you was in school, high school, remember when people was wearing Coogis and some people did Coogi checks? Okay, you didn't have to deal with that. All right, well, yeah. And when I was going to school, yeah, when I
To
was
make
going-
sure that was real.
yeah, so I would feel funny wearing some bogus shit, knowing good and well that I'm, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel all right.
He said, "Did you ever do the school thing?" and check-"
Yeah.
No.
You
Okay.
gotta understand though. Our
I
school,
just
we could wear
wasn't-
pajamas.
Yeah, we were wearing pajamas at school. But
Damn,
again,
y'all went to some white ass school.
but
Yeah.
that and you gotta understand, like they weren't
They
really
didn't
doing nothing
care.
fake. But they wasn't doing nothing fake either.
right,
Yeah.
They was doing
they was just doing that.
They had the messy buns.
Baby, they was doing the real stuff. It was like, no, you had to have real Uggs and real, like they had real stuff.
Yeah,
I
swear
appreciate that, Dorian. Thank you, bro.
I
Thank
never
you,
started
man.
wearing North Face until I got
There.
Yep.
Yeah, like that's what they were wearing, that type of stuff. They weren't really, Hollister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Abercrombie.
I still wear Aeropostale.
Abercrombie, because Abercrombie. Fitch was
baby. They were never in my size. So I had to let that go.
But I'm saying, like, that's the stuff. Polo things. Stuff like that. It was different.
Not assassin. No shade.
Yeah, no, they wasn't.
Oh hell no. No,
you told me that you wouldn't.
No,
No shade.
Ain't
No
nobody
tea,
wearing
but
that shit, man.
no, people.
No, if it wasn't Ralph Lauren, it was boring. No, we're not
Talking
rocking
about the man with the horse with the bullhorn.
Yeah,
See, that's assassin.
the polo.
You know what? It's not assassin.
It's Polo Association.
Yeah, we always.
I used to call it that because you was killing that shit. That's why I hated that when it came out.
Yeah, no, we didn't do Coogee, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, they did that Coogee check, man. Like, I just wouldn't feel right
it's
wearing
the same with the purses. That ain't it.
Yeah.
That's why I stick in my bracket. I stay in my bracket.
Yeah, a lot of people walking around wearing Firkins.
Yeah, if it's not my time, it's not my time.
Yeah,
Firkin bags.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it. I just feel like, for me, I feel like it started off as people was just kind of venting about the same thing.
Yeah.
And then it escalated into something, and that's what they created, and which is why you kind of see in the mess, because I don't really know if they had a purpose.
Yeah.
Or, the type of foundation it was built on.
Yeah, I have no clue.
And I do think sometimes when stuff blow up very quickly, it doesn't stand that long.
No.
So that's why I said that's why for me with power couples is something that you've built.
Yeah.
You've built a foundation.
Has to have a foundation.
Yeah. And I feel like you're really not a power couple unless your relationship has been tested through some stuff.
Did DeVito die?
I have no clue.
I don't know. Why are we talking about power couples?
You was random, dog. Stay on topic, bro.
Because the power couple just died. I mean, he died. He's part of the power couple. Him and his wife.
Okay, how long was they married?
Like 22 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
I told you, baby, you got to be in the double digits for me.
Say for it to be something.
Yeah.
Especially with today.
Because with people that's been married for that long, they been through some real shit that some couples be sitting up here, oh, well, it's me. I can never do. Nah, you can do it. You just got to want to make it through it.
I heard one pastor say it's so easy for people to do the divorce thing because it's so casual to be in relationships.
Yes.
Which makes it so easy for people to get in marriage and then get out of marriage.
Yeah. Especially now, because I believe social media just made it easy or made it look like it was cool to just be out here single doing your thing. I think that's what it is. I think the grass always looks green on the other side. Yeah.
So I think if you're always looking to the left or looking to the right, like you're always going to have that, because I'm sure, okay, you're married, so you probably see single people. You might have those thoughts when you get in your feelings. You know what I'm saying?
I told my wife straight up, because from time to time I have premonitions, and I told her straight up, I said, you know what, I've seen my life without you already. You know what happened? I was rich and I was by myself.
Yeah, and I mean that happens.
Damn.
Yeah, like that was the truth. Like, so
that's biblical.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm cool.
That's all biblical.
I'm gonna get there.
What's good is the man to gain the whole world and lose his soul.
Yeah. Right.
Like, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
Who wants to be rich and
And then on top of that, when I was thinking about that, I was like, I'm not even gonna trust nobody for real. So, what's the point?
So that's another reason why I think it's also harder for people today when it comes to the relationship thing. One, because they are looking at power couples, right, and what it looks like, and two, people are older, so they've built something. So some people usually are coming into the relationship with something to lose. True. Versus when you're younger, we build together.
Yeah, but I think that's where the image comes from originally. That power couple is like from high school, the couple that matched or did the cute stuff, took the pictures.
But it's always been there.
Literally made it like a social media fixation.
That has always been there. I'm not going to say high school.
When you're younger though, that's what people look at as a power couple, because that's the image that's being portrayed. So when real,
but that image has always been portrayed. Even go back, like way back, the 40s, the 50s. It's always been there. The prom king and queen.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens in high school.
But I'm saying What I'm saying is, social media did not just make that up. That has always been an image. When you have the presidents and the first lady, that image has always been in America.
Yeah. It just got amplified with social media.
That has always been an American image. You have the married couple with the white picket fence, the 2 kids and a dog. That has been the American image.
Yeah.
So that's not a social media thing. That's always been there.
Yeah. Due to your social media babies, you have to clear your mind, and the rest will follow.
Thank you.
I agree.
Free your mind.
What song was that?
And the rest was that was in Vogue, right?
This one,
Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. Shanny don't know nothing about that song. You don't know who In Vogue is? Did you see Set It
already?
Off?
He called.
No, he ain't called yet.
Did you see Set It Off?
Oh, you gotta watch that. I thought they was gonna do a remake, but you gotta watch that. Tell me
what kind of remake?
You may not redo no remake of Set It Off.
The next time you got some downtime, watch that.
They technically did. Marcus Houston did. It's called Robin.
Oh,
It's
was
on
it
tour.
good?
No. It was actually really good. But it was basically a remake of Set It Off.
Oh, that
With
was terrible.
Soraya.
Yeah,
She's so cute. I love her.
it wasn't good.
I thought it was good. They got away and nobody died.
That's not good. It's fake.
Set It Off was too.
No, that was real. That was real as hell though.
Yeah.
Go ahead, run.
Queen Latifah was my favorite character on there.
Queen
Was
Latifah,
she?
Yeah, Queen
I
Latifah.
like Frankie.
Frankie
Frankie
Jada.
wanna rob the bank. Boom. Frankie wanna blow up the bank.
I couldn't stand that scary one. That scary one was pissing me off. Yeah, I couldn't stand.
Okay, I know her.
I couldn't stand her. I couldn't stand her. Like, get your scary ass on somewhere.
We are doing movie quotes next Wednesday.
I'm in the bond, Hank. Nate. I'm in the bond, Nate.
Listen.
That was my favorite part.
We are doing movie quotes next Wednesday.
Let's do it.
Because I got all of them stored right here.
Let's guess the movie. Guess the
Oh,
quote.
you want to guess? Oh,
Make sure you watch. Please make sure you watch Set It Off.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be.
Okay.
Did you see Babs?
Harlem Nights.
You
I know
never seen Babs?
I know who the people were. I know what they wear.
Wait. So you never seen Harlem Nights either? Watch
I didn't
that. At least
watch
watch that.
I didn't watch all of Harlem Nights.
Why not?
It was good. It was
I
good.
seen
Great.
I seen it in
Hey,
tidbit.
the funniest like part in that movie to me that nobody else noticed was when this fool asked Tommy how's the laugh. You don't remember that?
No.
Dog, he asked Tommy how was his laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he laughed all loud.
Yeah. He's like, how you laugh doing, nigga?
Oh, he was that shit. Hurt me
He
down.
look at Brittany like looking like Shanny.
I don't know.
Brittany like, I don't know. I just don't know. Shout out to anybody who watch black exploitation movies. Those were some good movies. Petey Wheatstrong, Rudy Ray Moore, The Mac.
Yeah, I'm about to say that one I know.
Yeah,
Superfly.
And Superfly, which I thought it was the same movie.
Petey Wheatstrong.
I thought the Mac and Superfly was the same movie.
No, they're not.
I know it's different, but I always thought that it was the same.
Did you see the remake of Superfly?
Hated it.
You hate it?
How dare you do Trevor Jackson like that?
That's because you want Trevor Jackson. He can't. He can't act himself out of a paper bag.
No, but he is something nice to look at. There was one scene when he bit his lip, and it was like,
So that was different.
She's like, can we get the mop on aisle 6?
God bless that man.
Well, anyway,
Jesus.
no. I did not like Superfly. It didn't have no substance to. He was like a punk. He was always running. He just started running away.
You talking about your version of Superfly?
You talking about the old version?
No, the new one.
He whooped some ass in the new version.
He only whipped some ass, but he got the fuck on.
Oh, gotcha.
He was fly.
Yeah.
Super.
The best scene in that movie was the threesome. That was it. That was it.
It was a great one.
Yeah.
So, that's what we need to talk about too.
No, we need to talk about more. We need to talk about that.
We need to talk about some-
Right, Dorian. I don't know why they
We
be
need,
forgetting.
we need to talk about some threesomes.
Yeah, but
that's a power
Shay-
couple. It is a power couple.
That is not a power couple.
If they can get
That's
that.
not
you know
even a
what?
couple.
Hey, you
That's
know
a
what?
trio.
Yo, Neo got his fourth wife. Did you
Oh,
see
he got
that?
his fourth
And
one.
he the
Yeah.
most zestiest looking.
Oh yeah.
Don't let it, but the Playboy coming out of him now.
Yeah.
He like, I can be honest and truthful.
But the
I don't
problem,
know. I never saw it.
the problem is not the reason why the mom trying to keep the kids away is because they like the kids are still young. They not older. They not teenagers or older. They like, why are you doing all of this around these little ones? So I understand that aspect of it because it's like, how you got 4 wives and you got little kids? How you explaining this to them?
They got 4 mothers.
That's the narrative that Hollywood is trying
Yeah.
to push now.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are paying attention to it.
I mean, they push the gay narrative, so why not push a poly
I'd rather
narrative?
for them push a poly than a gay.
At least you can procreate. Shit, I'd rather push the poly.
I'd rather y'all mind y'all business and leave me and mine alone. That's what I prefer.
Yeah.
I
for that foolishness.
hold on, something's coming.
Say it, Miles, and I'm gonna knock you in your throat.
Brittany gonna have 4 kids.
Oh, okay.
4.
4.
No,
It depends on how they come.
It better be more.
If they come 2 and 2,
I don't care how they come. You gonna have 4.
I'm saying they come 2 and 2.
You gonna have 4, and I can't wait to see your fat ass on the front.
Hey, Dorian said Dolomite. You remember that?
Yes, I said Petey Wheatstraw.
I can
Petey Wheat.
That's not happening.
He's like,
Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
First
I'm
of
the
all,
baddest motherfucker you
don't
see
know
from
how
here in
much
Mississippi.
daycare costs. Okay, daycare is rent. Ain't nobody about to pay that.
Daycare is definitely rent.
So you still
Yeah.
gotta have 4.
Yeah, it is.
First, I was like this. The first time I was gonna pay that daycare pool to school. I was like, hell yeah! I said, I'm a
that's
daddy.
That's your
Right.
village.
But you're paying it weekly.
They was like $325, but that's for the month.
Okay, no.
Right. For the week.
That's what I'm saying. That's for your village.
Hey, listen.
Has to come into
When my son
Hey,
was
look,
in,
Brittany, I was like this.
my son went to Montessori school too, so that was not cheap.
Crazy.
That was not cheap
And that's
at
where
all.
mine's going to Montessori. They going to Montessori. Like, I'm not.
So you have to pay for that?
Yes.
Yes,
Because it basically helps them with their education before they actually go to school.
This is why why my niece.
So that's why my son was so ahead.
Baby, my niece know more than me.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
She tighter than everything.
Montessori is a form of education where you learn at your own pace,
At your own pace.
but you learn how to move forward.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because it's a good and bad thing.
Yeah,
'Cause some
that's
kids-
cool. Because nobody around
Because my
me.
son think he know every damn thing now.
Yeah.
But some kids actually, when they get into with other kids,
Yeah.
sometimes they might not be able to move.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like So it's a good and bad thing.
Yeah, it
so
is.
it would definitely be between Montessori or private for sure.
They do have some public Montessori schools, but they get filled up real quick. I think there's only 2 in the metro
Thank
area.
you, Ash. He talking 4. Like it's definitely not going to be 4.
Shit.
We know that. It's going to be 2.
Yeah.
That's all I got in me.
Honestly, 2 is enough.
Baby,
I'm
I'm
gonna go to
hoping
one boy.
I'm sure.
1 shot.
My crew, let's go.
My husband better be powerful.
Oh, he
Yeah.
will.
Y'all
If he
gonna be a
your
power
husband,
couple.
he definitely gonna be young. He definitely gonna be powerful. He ain't gonna have no choice. Shit.
That's the thing.
Well, Brittany, I just know you gonna have 4.
Fucking President Chanel.
President.
Thank you. It does sound.
I like that though.
Yeah.
Got a nice little
I
ring to
don't
it.
know about that.
Dorian said the new wealthy generation flex is having a hot foreign babysitter. Nope. I'm like Monique. You and her. Come on, y'all got to get up out of here. Y'all no foreign.
Yeah.
No. It's got to be the grandparents. My mom and my dad.
The village.
Oh, my mom and my dad.
Yeah, by that time,
The village.
they'll be ready for something. Get them something to do.
Actually, 4 is not a lot.
And shout out to your parents because they're not outside with you. You know, they're very much
no,
inside.
my
Right.
Some
ain't going
parents be outside with
But, well,
the
you
kids.
know now grandparents is 30.
They be
so,
outside still.
yeah.
That's why they don't want to
in
watch
the
the
blacks.
baby.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So, in the whites is worse. Grandparents 26.
They not.
Shit.
He talking about the white niggas. He ain't talking about
I
the
know what
regular
you're talking
whites.
about. Yeah.
Oh, the regular whites is raising the girl having the baby, but the father said that's theirs. So you
So
never
back
know.
to the power couple.
Oh, look,
Yes.
you hear him? I'm like, okay.
Because I don't have time for
I'm like,
Miles
did
and
I
his
hear
foolishness.
correct?
Being honest, why y'all be thinking white folks be having that shit playing that way? Look, I know the little whore had the baby, but we got to raise and
Well,
save
the only
ours.
thing is,
So
well,
the
I mean, it
blacks.
happens always, but
Black
I
people
would
do
give
the
a
same
more
thing.
teen parent for them than anything because they had a whole show.
Who?
Ella Bates said 2 is great, but if you got 3, might as well add 4th.
You gotta make it even.
I don't think y'all
Because who
understand.
walking around oddly? Let's make it even.
Here's the thing for
Dog.
me. Who's gonna help me with those little suckers? And who's about to pay for
See,
daycare?
now-
You'll have the help.
Hey, now here's the thing.
You'll have
that's,
the help.
Now, that's the thing though. It's a very big deal to have a lack of support.
That's what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
Who's
So-
gonna help with all
Well,
the kids?
Brittany, I'm pretty sure
We have a
Brittany.
caller. We don't want to hear from
That's how I'm calling on there.
I gotta be quick. I'm about feet around this bitch.
Morning, y'all.
Good
Good morning,
morning,
Dorian.
Dorian.
It's Dorian. 2 minutes.
I know. Look, put me. Look, I'm on the clock.
Go.
Go. All right. That's a real thing. That wealthy flex thing from the power couples that I know. The dudes get them a hot babysitter, right? She fresh off the boat, barely speak English. She could be Asian or Latino.
Mm-hmm.
And they deal with the child. And the father, he's the bread getter. And then the moms, because I'm in the group, this is crazy. The moms, their flex is me picking them up. They're like a big black guy. Picking street nigga, picking them up. This shit is ridiculous right now. But
I thought they flex was just going to yoga class.
No,
they got that too.
No, they flex like, girl, my driver fingered me on my way here.
Yeah, it'd be shit like that. I swear to God. I mean,
I'm telling you, I already know.
And the moms always sit up front with me. They arrange everything. It's ridiculous. But then I see them back in the father, he's in the back with the babysitter, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, I see that little sick dynamic. But power couple wise, yeah, that's how they get it. And it's like somebody said earlier in the comments, I think her name was Anita or something. All power couples aren't famous. I mean, you got power couples around you all day long.
Definitely.
You know, it's about having a focus to having, you know, your goals, you know, and she's going to help you and you're going to help her. Mm-hmm. So it's about realization of that. It don't have to be. And the problem is when you're looking up at these celebrities, we don't even know these people. We don't know the dynamics. You don't know. None of us have ever had $10-20 million just to play with.
Right.
And we don't know what that dynamic is. And then we just got to stop. It's all about the celebrity worshiping.
Yeah,
it's all about that. And that's the problem because you be in your own power dynamic, your own power couple, and not even realizing that you thinking you're a failure because you're not making the kind of money they make.
True.
That'd be the problem. So my 2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your remarks. We appreciate you. Call back, you get another 2 minutes. Yep.
All right.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Stay black.
We're going to have our elite callers at 3 minutes.
Elite callers.
And you got to buy the elite Rise and Grind Morning card.
And you have to subscribe.
Yeah, you got to subscribe to YouTube.
To the YouTube.
If you're not subscribed to YouTube, go there, or we're not accepting your calls.
We're gonna minus your minutes.
Definitely gonna deduct you 30 seconds if you're not subscribed.
30 seconds.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Look up Rise and Grind Morning Show YouTube.
I said that. Y'all, you know, everybody keep basing it with money, and it's not that. That's not what makes her power.
Yeah.
And like you said, they don't always have to be famous.
Maybe she said power four. That would have made money. We'll make some powerful couple.
Well, that still wouldn't necessarily make a couple powerful. Especially if you get it, you don't know how to manage it.
Oh, you want to be powerful, you be powerless. Go ahead.
Like I said, sometimes the women are behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they don't understand, like women, that running a household.
It's a lot.
That is a lot of work to run a household.
Well, Brittany, I don't look at you as if you get married and you don't have nobody to look at the kids or even going to daycare. I think you would basically
have everything planned out before the babies even get here.
Yeah, I think you're
they don't have a whole weekly schedule.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad that y'all have that much faith.
Be like, I'll pick up, you drop off.
But it will be a schedule for sure.
Yeah, it has.
But I mean, that's shout out to my village. I got a village, so I already know. Like,
how can we be a part of the village, Brittany?
You can't.
Damn.
You cannot.
Y'all gonna have to see from afar.
Baby, you better get in the window. Just peekaboo. Like,
okay.
Don't
break on shut a baby in the window.
I keep my village tight, baby. But no.
I bet you do. Go ahead. What you say now?
I'm not even going to dignify that with the response.
See, because I wanted to pa-choom it.
Yeah, but you know, but no, that's what I'm saying. Being a woman, you know, like that if you're with a man that, you know, does a lot and he's doing different things, or even if you're a woman who does work, you know, it's a lot to run your household and work.
Yeah.
People don't understand because everything really does fall on the women. Like the men they're present, they helping with kids, but not like the woman.
And then on top of that, one thing you got to realize is when you're help, or even if you just assist in running a household, understand that something's gonna fall short. Y'all, either if you're taking care of the kids in the house, the marriage might lack. If the marriage ain't lacking, one of the kids gonna lack something, or the house ain't gonna be clean. It's gonna be something. That's why a village is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, scheduling, communicating.
Yeah.
Because if the house not clean, I'm probably going to be in an uproar.
Yeah, and that's why you're supposed to have, and that's why you're supposed to have outside
Uproar.
children, so they can be a part of the family and they can take care of the kids and
That's-
watch them when they go.
I don't know.
I don't think
about that.
I'm just talking.
Because I don't know how it feels to be an outside child, and I don't want to imagine that feeling. Because I'm pretty sure that's a different feeling, especially like if your mom or your dad or your parent is in the house with that kid, and then you are with your mother or father, and then you come in. It's probably really overwhelming.
And I can say it is because my father, of course, did not marry my mother, right? But he was married when he had me. It was crazy. And then when I used to go, I could tell she really didn't have no resentment towards me that I could tell. She welcomed me every time to smile, son. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. But as I got older, I did not know that my father had told people, y'all better not touch my son. You know what I mean? She was like, but I got what he said it because I was an outside child. You know what I mean? It could have been some.
See, and if you up in here tearing stuff up in my house and I can't touch you, now we got a problem.
No,
Now you have to leave.
I do remember I tore down a piece of a drape before and it fell on the flower pot and it was crazy. And then she come down, I know your motherfucking ass didn't.
And this is why we said what we said last time.
Yeah.
Because how do you handle that situation?
My father said, clean it up.
To you?
Huh?
Or to her?
No, if that's the case, if you bitching that much, clean it. You
Yeah,
clean
See,
it.
now we got a problem.
I mean, because
bitching ain't gonna help.
So-
I get what my
It's
son
Not, but we still have
Hold
a
on,
problem.
I'ma tell you-
Where's
I'ma
the
tell you-
accountability to the child?
Here's the thing. It had just happened, and she's in the uproar. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was already trying to dig up the dirt on my hands and put it
You
back in the
probably
pot.
wasn't.
Right? I swear I was. But that's what my
can
brother
just
came and
picture
said,
him doing that.
dang, ma, da-da-da. It just happened. Give us a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She probably was mad at something else.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. That's what women do.
Oh, yes.
If we do
Trust
stuff
me,
like
I
that,
know.
we mad at something else. Because
leave me alone.
Dorian said, I would say running a household can be difficult without discipline and leadership.
Yes.
Definitely.
I agree.
But I still think you're gonna have those days where it still gets.
Yeah,
You
some gonna get behind. Somebody gonna forget something. Trust me, it happens.
And you're tired.
Yeah.
It's a lot keeping stuff together.
Being tired as a motherfucker.
Between my wife and I, we got 3 kids, and it
You might as well
can get
add
crazy.
a fourth, according to Ella.
Yeah. Make it even.
Ella said you have 3. You might as well add another one.
Todd said,
Make it
no.
even.
No, because my problem is we already got a lack of support as is, so why add to it?
Right,
Listen,
gotcha. So y'all have a
having
child
that
together too?
No.
Okay.
having that support.
We basically got a blended family. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? My 2 kids, her daughter.
So yeah, that's
but
enough.
that's a lot.
Think about it. That's a 7-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 14-year-old. We good.
Oh yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
y'all getting in them teenage years,
Oh, my
baby.
God.
It's about to be nasty.
Oh my!
You like-
what you mean? It's about to be.
But like you're not even in the thick of it.
Man.
you're
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
the
put
shit.
In the
man.
beginning
If I'm already
stages.
not in the thick of it, from what I've witnessed,
No, you're
Put
not even in
masking
the
tape
thick of
around
it.
the top part of your son's socks. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
man,
Like you're not even in the thick of it yet. You're
Yeah.
at the pre-stages.
man, shit.
But
Pre-stage.
but pre-stages now is worse than our teenage ones because they have access to so much in
Yeah,
the
exactly.
universe.
Yeah.
Remember,
Into
I
the
was
thick
telling
of
you.
it.
And remember, I told
Into
you.
the thick of it.
My son think he know everything. You hear what I'm saying? So he that school.
Well, he's gonna challenge that even more.
Oh my
when
God.
he get older.
But
Oh,
people,
yeah.
but people
He's
kill me with
challenging
this.
it now. At
Hold on, Siri, such and such. I'm like, that bitch don't know she wasn't here. She just collect the information. You
But
know
it
what I mean?
doesn't matter. Like you can't lie to the kids anymore.
Yeah, you can't tell them
Because
stuff closed.
My cousin,
yeah.
because my niece, my grandma, Granny was like, Chuck E. Cheese is closed today. We can't go to Chuck E. Cheese. She got right on that iPad. Chuck E. Cheese is not.
It's not closed.
She was like this.
I said, Granny.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I said,
I'm sorry, I wasn't talking to you, Siri, bitch.
I said, Granny. I said,
We gotta go.
She knows how to check.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
And
It's a
she
wrap.
can FaceTime and text.
Yep.
Yeah, she texts me
How
in a
old is she?
minute. 6.
6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
she was out of school last week, so she was at the office and she was doing her. Sometimes she came to the office, but she was with Grady. But she did her illustrations that she's learning in school, and it's so cute. But she'll write it down and then she goes on the computer and she types now. So she was typing and things like that.
Oh my God, Ella Bates, you're killing me right now. Add a baby to balance the ugly teens? No.
She said you had 3. You might as well.
No, I understand why she said that because listen,
I get what she's saying.
Because you got 2 instant built-in babies.
Right.
They ain't go nowhere. Hey,
top of the top, caller, you on the air.
Good morning, y'all.
What's the
You don't wake your ass up, Cal.
Calvin, don't be calling here with all that dead energy.
Right. Look, I just lost my dog.
Real energetic today.
I got 2 cents.
Go ahead.
2 cents.
I think it's more so like you got to just like the dating thing, man. You got to, when it comes to that household thing, you got to think practical, man. It's like how do you save? How do you consider the other person and save time in the process? Like that's what's gonna be the winning formula.
That's true. I get that. So do you think
it's like it's only so much time in a day? How much time? You have time to do versus what I got time.
Yeah, maybe it's the way you saying the shit. Can you sit up? Just sit up for a minute.
Now sit up.
Yeah, sit up. Get up.
Like,
he laying down. He laying down right now. Sit up and say it like you mean it.
He do sound like he laying down with a cigarette in his mouth, don't he?
I mean, he called with dead energy.
I heard everything.
I can't subscribe to it.
You know what I mean?
Take me soon like it.
Go ahead, Cal. Say it again one more time.
No, it's about having time and being considerate enough to save each other time and like, because it's only like Brittany said, you're gonna get tired. There's gonna be days where you might have worked this many hours in X, Y, and Z. So it's like it's about being considerate enough to say, hey, you know what, I can save you time in this place and vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds better. Okay.
Yeah, like today I'm not cooking. We just gonna order pizza.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes.
Don't feel like
but sometimes that got to be communicated too.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Pick up the phone.
No, I'm
talking about between the child and you, because
the child, me, him,
yeah.
Who getting off work today early? Go do this.
Yeah.
So I believe in problem solving.
Yeah.
That's it. She said the right word.
Just solve the problem.
All right, then, Calvin. Thank you for calling.
Cal.
We appreciate you, bro.
All right.
And next time, call with better energy.
Yeah, call better energy, brother. Because
I got some better energy for you.
Okay. Ooh.
I didn't hear him. What did he say?
He said he got some better
energy for you.
Yeah.
Oh, bye, Calvin. See you. Have a good one. I'm not gonna dignify that with a response.
Good morning, Tom.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed that's my new. I'm not gonna dignify anything with a response.
Yeah.
What damn TV show you get that from? I'm not going to dignify that sentence with a parallel conversation.
She learned that shit in private school. What are you talking about?
So that's it. That's all.
It's just coming back to me.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, just solve the problem. I really don't care how the problem gets solved. Just solve it. I'm that person.
Yeah.
I really don't care. I don't want to talk about just solve the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not for the back and forth. Let's just figure out what we about to do. Where's the solution?
Solve the problem.
I know.
That's what I'm with. The solution. Don't come to me bitching about a bunch of crap. Just
so you feel like this is the power part for me. Who gets off first? Should they cook?
Yeah. Or at least get the shit prepped.
Get it prepped.
Yeah.
You know.
What the fuck?
Shanny, you don't get home till almost midnight. We don't eat with you.
No, for real.
Right.
How y'all gonna eat?
We're not gonna eat.
How y'all gonna sleep?
I think the food should get prepped at least if it ain't gonna get cooked.
Whoever getting off early.
I don't know, because what if they don't know how to cook?
Nah, fuck that.
What if the person is getting off earlier and don't know how to cook?
Let me explain
I
something to
think
you.
men know how to make them something to eat.
So they won't starve.
Men are not gonna starve.
No, we're not gonna starve.
We're not.
They're not gonna.
They don't make them a bowl of cereal before they
legit
starve.
like dogs.
And ain't nobody about to eat no cereal. But here's the thing.
Cereal at nighttime day.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I would say cereal at night.
Eat some cereal at
I don't
night.
know.
Listen, here's
So
the thing.
I wouldn't buy it. My husband would have to buy it because I don't eat cereal.
Yeah, I don't eat it either. So that's what I'm about to say. Like most men, they do know how to cook. Most of the time, it's only breakfast, right?
Breakfast at night is long.
It does slap. But guess what? When I got with my wife, I wasn't cooking like that, and so she was like, "Hey, come help me with this."
So
and
what
when
can
I
you
started
cook?
helping, a bit of everything.
I
Like steak. I could cook mashed potatoes, broccoli, all of that stuff.
Also, y'all know what actual seasons.
Chicken.
See what I'm saying?
Do you use onions? onions when you cook?
Yes, absolutely.
No, said.
Ain't nobody about to be crying
She
during the
doesn't
meal
cook.
prep.
She doesn't cook with onions.
Just use sweet.
She doesn't use onions
Listen,
for any of her food.
listen.
That's
You
why
really don't have to.
it's
though.
not good.
No,
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Telly, you make steak, correct?
Steak bites.
Steak bites, and
With
you
no
don't even make
onions.
those with onions.
No, I don't need them.
Do you
Yeah.
eat onions on your burger?
No.
I don't
Oh.
eat onions at all.
Oh my
I
god!
told you she got a kitty palate.
That's why she don't know what life is about.
Life is life.
No, it's crazy.
I'm
Me and her had a
grown within
conversation,
life.
but that's between us. But I was just telling her.
And then you have to put it out.
No, for real. And go.
That's between us.
And
But
I-
the conversation is.
But the conversation was basically based off of
Me.
on her in her palate. You know what I mean?
Oh, with eating.
We
I like
have
other things.
Just eating in the correlation with
appetite.
life, spiritual.
They have an appetite.
Right.
That whole just
Yeah,
how you
it-
handle little things is how you handle everything. Essentially,
Do I not say that on the show?
Yeah.
I say
yeah.
that all the time.
that's what he just said.
That's I was saying that I was giving.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, well, that was cute, Tone.
What your
said
what your high value man say?
Yo, you was such a hater, bro.
That's high value.
What's wrong with
No,
you?
he said me and my ex-wife used to play Jeopardy. Loser cooks on certain days.
That's
Hey, that's
cute.
dope. That's
Would have been
dope.
Uno
That's
for
dope.
me, but that's cute.
It would have been Uno for
It
me.
went
It would
off.
be Uno for me. It would definitely be Uno
rock
for me.
paper scissors in that boy, but that was cute, Tone.
Shandy, I sent you something. I want you to transfer it because we got to show this video. It's very important
Okay.
because it's about power.
It better be about a power couple.
It's for the happy
it's a power.
birthday.
It's a power couple.
It better not be nothing stupid.
No, it's a power couple. About being
I
a
know
power
it's
couple.
foolish. I already feel like in my spirit it's foolish.
Okay, well, I mean, well, you'll see it, and you
My
just
bad. That was me.
and you'll see if it's foolish because it has me seen. So I want to ask you.
That's pretty cool though. I'm hoping that my husband likes to cook more than me. Even though I do love cooking.
I'm sorry.
I do like cooking, but I set a mood when I cook though.
Yeah, y'all heels and
No, I gotta have my music. Like I have to cook with my music.
Have to.
Yes, it
What
has
the
to be my.
What
You know
fuck
what?
is
I
this?
like
What is this?
pinch your nipples.
It's really not. It's like yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. It's a girl thing.
It has to be a girl. I better not ever see no boy doing that shit.
listen,
He gonna be like this.
Listen, I know this off topic, but I had to tell y'all. I had to laugh at myself this morning, right? Because y'all know those videos where the guys imitate the girls, and we're
Yeah.
getting in the car.
Mm-hmm.
But we
Yes.
always have
Always
5,000
have
things.
everything.
Yeah.
I was that girl this morning, and I had to laugh at myself. I was like, "Oh my goodness, we really do."
Yes.
I had to put my cup in there. I had to put the person, like my lunchbox, like all this stuff was in the car.
And then you looking at it like a real person, like
Yeah,
damn.
I was like, but you should have saw how I got in the car, and it's like, dang, we do get in the car like that.
Yeah. Every
shout out
time.
to the Stanley.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to
Okay, off topic. I'm sorry. Get back on topic. I just
Shout out to Shandy couldn't get in the car Friday. That was Monday. It was.
What? What happened?
Oh my God. Miles seen the
Oh
other.
my God.
Miles seen the unfortunate side of me.
What happened?
The person parked like maybe this close to her.
Oh, that happened again?
Why do people do that? Because if you scratch my car, now I'm ready to fight.
So, hold on. Here's the thing though. It was funny though. I said because I tried to get in right, couldn't
And
get
I
in.
wasn't having it.
How was you about to?
Thank you. Thank you.
Be sip my
My
water
coat
up.
got dirty because
Hold
I
on.
tried to squeeze
Hold on.
the slide.
Hold on.
Well, how was Miles?
Thank you.
You are 8 months pregnant. How are you gonna squeeze through?
And then it was the option of climbing over the seat. I said,
Hold on.
absolutely
I said,
not.
You couldn't get in on the passenger side.
Yeah,
I wasn't going
she
to.
she could have, but she decided to walk this whole building and knock door to door to find out
and
who.
I did.
Damn, that's what you did?
Oh, and
Hold
I
on,
did.
hold on, wait a
You
minute.
wasn't shy that day, huh?
Hold on, watch this. I said, oh, she didn't, right? Watch this. Did you still get in? Did you find the person?
It was in good,
Yeah.
it was
So,
good that I did.
And we guess I asked who got in that car.
You?
Eventually, after we didn't sit there and problem solve for 30 minutes.
I wish I was here because I would have just got
No.
in and got the car out for
Me
you.
too.
Hold on.
I wish you was here too.
So what it was, I just had to take off my jacket.
You gotta
And that
take
was
off
it.
later. That's how you know
And
they
what
was
kind of car was
closed.
parked next to you? Because sometimes when Arabic people be parking
We'll
right
tell- we'll tell you the car later.
Y'all not just gonna skip past the fact that he just said he had to take off his
That,
jacket.
he had to unlayer. That's how you know they were
So
extremely
did you
closed.
suck your stomach in too?
Yes.
I do
Stomach
anything
and
for my
bottom.
chin.
And took the jacket off. That's how you know they
I
was
took,
just.
my jacket off and I was able to get in there.
Just your jacket.
Yeah.
What What jacket were you wearing?
The big puffy one.
This one.
We need it gained more pounds.
No, Calvin, it does not have to be special. I just like to cook with music.
Yeah, that was really bad.
I do like cooking with music.
I like
That is
cooking with
actually
music.
cool.
I like cooking.
It's cool. It keeps you in a
brings you
good
a
mood
different
while you're doing
vibe, yeah.
it. Yeah.
I cannot cook
cooking
with
clean at the
gospel
same
music
time.
though, because I be breaking down.
Cooking.
You should be listening
Don't be
to
making
Wait
the
on the
food-
Lord for
Don't be
8
making the
minutes.
food extra salty with your tears now, Miles.
Not a meal done.
Right.
Not a meal burnt.
Oh God!
No, it be when my son come on and I gotta dance.
Yeah.
This food ain't gonna never get done.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Ain't gonna never get done.
The album I clean up the house with. If you really want to be a power couple, this is an album you need to clean up with.
Anita.
Okay.
No, the Black Album. Jay-Z, the Black Album. Are you not entertained? I love that album.
No.
That's your favorite album. Huh?
That's gonna make you stop playing.
Okay, because I'm gonna be up in that bad boy ready to fight.
Okay.
I like to listen to R&B when I cook.
Nothing
You
if
wanna
you
know why?
Need to be
bucking a
R&B.
while.
I want love up in this bad boy.
Yeah.
When you walk in, it's just a vibe. You're like, oh, dang, it's so warm in here.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Oh, that's cute.
I need a little bass.
I have my candles burning. Listen, it's a whole vibe when I'm cooking.
Are you a candler while you cooking?
In other words,
I
it take her
like
4
my-
hours to cook some chicken, man. That's what that's just saying.
It don't take me that long.
If you light all the candles, you
As soon as you come in the house,
go ahead.
take your shoes
Take
off.
your shoes.
You put your stuff down. You light the candle. Then you can go wrap your hair up, clean your hands.
See, that's
First
about.
step is definitely taking your shoes
The first time, take your, but I'm saying
And she
like,
only gonna drop 6 pieces of
no,
chicken.
you're not. And then you gotta preheat the oven while the oven preheating. That's why you wrap your. How long you think it take to wrap my hair? 3 seconds.
With that head, it might take you about.
No, especially if it's trained.
Yeah.
It kind of wraps this.
See how I do that?
Start wrapping. Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
that was good, real quick.
Yeah.
You're so stupid. I'm not gonna dignify that with a response.
Into the thick of it. Let's see what this video hitting on.
Into
Yeah.
the thick of it. Because Miles is not a power.
And we will be right back.
Hold on.
Yes.
Let's go outside. There's black. There's a difference between black and niggers.
Oh shit.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
I saw that video years ago.
When I tell you he knocked the coins out that boy,
Yeah.
What did that have to do with power couple?
because he gave him a couple of smacks he couldn't handle. No, but seriously,
So foolish.
I'm serious. So serious. Why'd I do that? I don't know why I do it.
Yeah.
But I had to bring the air. I mean, make some humor out of this because he literally.
That wasn't humorous, Miles. That was deplorable. Pew, pew, pew.
I don't know. Me and him was laughing.
I saw a video before though, so that's why I thought it was funny. Minus the damn Sonic coins, but yeah.
The power couple message was that the wife was trying to round her husband.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That,
it wasn't successful.
Clean it up, Shannon. Clean it
thank you,
up.
Shannon.
Clean it
Yeah.
up.
If my
Good.
husband getting his tail whooped, I'm about to go get my purse and hit somebody.
But listen, white folks should never use that word.
I'm gonna give my
No,
purse.
they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
You're not the coins out that bitch.
Stupid.
Sorry. Oh, y'all. I'm sorry.
Do
But,
it, I don't know what
We
that
are
means.
not our ancestors.
but he was just smacking him. He
Yeah,
didn't
he
punch
didn't
him.
punch him. Yeah.
I saw.
He made sure he ain't punch him.
Sometimes I'm more
But the fact
effective.
that he got knocked down and then he got back up looking for more, you obviously like that.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna keep
Beat
smacking
me.
me.
So
Like he
I did
like
not.
that.
First of all, I didn't know it was a thing that Caucasian males
Oh, Rhea,
like getting whipped on by black dudes.
you saw 50 Shades.
It was a whole erotica thing with white men. That shit crazy.
Rhea said she's running errands. She's gonna catch the replay later because she has some comments.
Oh, most
I would
definitely.
love to know what your comments are, Miss Rhea.
Yeah,
Yes.
Miss Rhea,
Or you could call in.
we
Or-
need you.
Yeah,
just call us, Miss Rhea.
or you can come on in any Wednesday, or the Todd and Brittany is here.
Even better.
Even better.
She said she got some comments.
Make sure if Miss Rita could cook with them boots.
Miss Rita could cook.
No, with them boots on.
Ain't nobody cooking in the house with no heels.
I don't know that lady life like that.
Listen, let Miles have his fantasy.
Thank you, Todd.
That's all it is.
Really a fantasy for me?
Of him.
Oh,
for him.
No, I already had that. I lived that already. What
So
I'm
you
saying.
mean to tell me you want to come home with your girl in her heels cooking?
Ooh,
No, I just want to see my wife
cooking.
No, with the apron on. Nothing else. Nothing else.
What's wrong?
That's all I want to see.
Cooking in an apron.
Todd,
That's all I want to see. That's it. Apron, nothing else.
See, Todd, me, I want the
And this is
heels.
exactly
I don't care
why.
about the
I want the
That's too much.
fishnets. I want the fishnets.
And you talking about some? I gotta prep before I cook. The food ain't gonna never get done.
Yeah.
No, the food
Oh,
can get
it'll
done.
get done. Something else gonna get cooked first.
Yes.
But yeah.
So back to the power couple.
Well, what makes a power couple to me is a person who is a couple that can keep not only themselves grounded, but the people around them grounded. You know what I mean? When it becomes magnetic.
Yeah.
In real life. Yeah, and when it becomes magnetic, where other people is attracted to your relationship, that's how you know you are doing good as a couple. Like whenever you hear couples, you hear Denzel and Paulette. You know what I mean? They instantly say the name of the wife. When you know the name of the wife, that's a power couple.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like I just know learn Morris Chestnut's significant other. And
That's
I
when
was
she really kind of just started coming out.
yeah, but maybe at 30,
Even Lorenz Tate wife don't really be on the scene too much.
I ain't know his. I forgot that he had brothers. Like he had
Lorenz
brothers.
Tate?
Yeah.
He the only one that still has his hair.
Yeah.
Out of all his brothers, he's the only
He
one.
got 4, right? 4
I don't
brothers.
know,
them.
but the chunky brother get on my nerves. I
He
hate
the
the way
short
he act.
one.
Yeah.
He the one who played in Don't Be a Menace to South Central Roderick.
He funny as fuck to me. Then he grow funny.
Lorenz Tate.
I'm
is
not
the
in power.
only
He
one.
wouldn't.
Oh, he played a cop.
Yeah, he played. Yeah.
He's the only one who has his hair.
Yeah.
I find that very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, his is probably
weird.
really well kept up.
Yeah. Plus, he
Maybe,
ain't have to deal with the stress that most men probably had to deal with either.
Yeah.
Shout out to his wife.
Yep.
Shout out to
sure
his
it's her.
wife.
Yeah.
Shout out to so who would you consider? What would you consider, far as the makings of a power couple?
How well y'all work together? You know,
Yeah.
can y'all compromise? Can somebody lead and somebody else follow the way and follow through on top of that? Like that's what a power couple is to me. You know, how y'all make it through the struggle.
Yeah.
You know, are we gonna sit up here bitch and complain about what happened, or are we gonna find a way through it? That's a power couple.
Yeah.
I think respect in
Yeah.
the relationship for sure.
Yeah.
I think that has to be part of the foundation. Just having respect for one another.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
genuinely liking one another. And then having a common goal. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're looking at power couples, I get what you're saying, Brittany. It's more to a couple than just finances, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because what happens when you broke?
Exactly. How y'all gonna maintain then?
Right. So I'm gonna ask you this. So what happens when a person or a couple don't have what most have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how about if they don't start off with no money, right? Like I know 2 broke people, right? Well, 2 broken people.
Oh,
Okay.
I was going to say, because are you one of the 2?
Damn.
No, I was legit asking the question, but go on.
No.
Go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
Wait on the Lord.
No, wait on her. Anyway, yes, hypothetically speaking, if I was one of the broken people, right? When people find
Asking
that,
for a friend.
hypothetically
Kill
speaking,
me.
when 2 people are broken and they become powerful, right? But they don't know how to channel their energies to be a powerful couple. You feel me?
Okay.
Like again, like we don't understand how powerful Tamia and Grant Hill are.
Baby, that is one of my couples.
There's one of
look,
the
I get excited.
She got 6 snaps.
Because I love them.
She came from up to down. Girl, this is one of my.
They
still together.
run around like teenagers, even though they married with kids.
And he had broken ankles. Michael Jordan. So what happened is though,
I'd rather talk to people that's married. Richard said always having each other's back through good and the bad.
Yes. That's important.
Yeah.
But that's important in any relationship.
It is.
Yeah, for sure.
It is. Like me and my wife, we don't always see eye to eye. We don't always get along. And guess what? If she mad at me, I still got food to eat.
Yeah.
I'm mad at her. She's still getting her massage before she go to sleep.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait a
Todd,
minute.
Todd,
Bring it back.
Todd, stop.
So she's upset and you still give her a massage?
Yeah.
Then she shouldn't be upset.
No, she gets over it.
No.
If I'm upset with her, she's not expecting that from me.
Gotcha.
And vice versa. So, but when it still happens, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
in most
relationships, that won't happen.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying. But Todd, can you chill on telling people that shit? Because some people might be like, Todd get his girl a massage every night.
Step your game up, nigga. That's it.
It's about learning your partner.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
some women, if they in their feelings, they might not want that.
But I know what Todd's saying though. His wife where he works, the way she work with the children, work the house. She's deserving of it. You know what I mean?
And I think that's what both of us want, though. Men and women.
Yeah, but
want the same.
men, I keep trying to tell people, men compromise way easier.
No,
than
y'all do, but I'm saying because the woman's job is never done.
Right.
Because the man he go work his little 8 hours or however many hours he working.
Don't belittle.
Don't look at it as a degrading word.
I'm just speaking like you work your.
People love to dissect
8 hours.
No, I understand what they're talking about. It'd be different. Like, go ahead with your little dick. You know, that's the difference.
People like to dissect the sentence.
But then a woman, she go work her little 8 hours. Now she got to come home. She got to work more hours because she has to add the cooking and the cleaning and getting the kids
shit
ready.
she was going to do anyway.
Not necessarily.
Don't you look at me like that. Don't you look at me like that.
When you come home and it's just you ain't got to worry about cooking for nobody.
If you already got kids?
No. If you don't have children?
No. If you have kids.
If you have kids, you might not, because that's where your village come in. They might go eat at your
you making it seem like without the guy.
Can you read Ria's comment, please?
Okay, we gonna bring it back, but I'm gonna read Miss Ria's. She said, yes, heels, boots, and a sexy apron is a thing.
God damn!
But not every day. And not a holiday.
Why you just
but just because day. She said, that's one of the things I missed about having my person. She said, okay, y'all suck me in because that video.
That's what's up. There we go. That's what's up.
So, but that's the thing. I think another thing about what makes a power couple is when they are willing to make each other happy.
What that goes into, like I said, the respect and liking each other. Because I care about you being happy. I want you to be happy. If I like you and I care about you.
But have you ever had let's start with you. Have you ever had
my life is private.
What up?
Have you ever had a weird request in a relationship?
Yep.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Do you care to share?
I'm not sharing nothing, but yes, I
can't share that one. I can't share that one.
I'm gonna tell you mine. Mine is a girl told me, I will only let you. We can only hook up if while we doing it, you talk to me in the Bernie Mac voice.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Impersonation.
Coming from him? Yes.
Impersonations.
Cringy.
No, impersonations. That's not the worst thing I've heard.
I feel so deployed. Is that a word?
Depleted.
There you go. Depleted. That's what I'm gonna say.
Look at Shanny getting you together.
Thank you, Shanny.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's okay.
I think everybody's had a weird request, but some people just for them weird requests too.
But okay, so you don't have to say who, but you can't say the request.
Yeah, I can't even say it's a weird request.
I know what it is. They like they want y'all shit on them.
No.
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 It was.
I thought we was on Power Couple.
That's how you become a power couple. If you powerful enough to go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what you want to say?
Okay. But it wasn't a couple thing. This was just a girl that was a freak in high school.
Uh-huh.
And we were supposed to skip school together, and I'm going to tell you exactly what turned me off. She, apparently, she was a whore of Babylon. And I didn't care. I'm in high school, so I'm for that. However, she said, if I feel too loose, you could just put it in my butt. And after that, I was done.
Did she say it like that?
Yes.
Was she white?
No, she was black.
She said it like that?
Yes.
So I know what you did. So when you was finished, what happened?
No, I wasn't. Because back then, it was nobody talked about that. That wasn't even a thing.
Ain't wasn't a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like a, you know what I'm saying, like how it is now. So when she said that, I instantly, I went from this to I don't know what.
Right. Yeah.
It's a thing now.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
It is.
I live under a rock then.
No, and then now you got girls talk about some like not with that aspect of it, but eating. They like, oh, let's switch. You know what I'm saying? After you eat my butt, I'm gonna eat yours. Like it's stuff like that going on now.
What?
Jesus, what?
Man, what Facebook page is that on?
That ain't on Facebook.
Where's it at?
Phone ringing.
Talking about eating ass. The
top
phone
of the top,
ring.
calling you on the air.
Don't switch.
Top of the top, calling you on the air.
Caller.
Hey, Todd, I think that Bernie Mac thing was too far.
What?
Wait, he didn't say that. That was Miles.
That was Miles weird. Like
I know, but
Hey, but Cap, I'm right here, motherfucker.
the delusional things that these men, these women put these good men like Mr. Miles through like that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
That is crazy.
But I ain't gonna lie. I was tearing that motherfucker up.
I bet.
Thank you so much, Cal. Thank you, Miles.
Thank you,
He's
Cap.
the victim in that situation.
I was.
No, she was.
No, I was, because I told her, I don't even want to do this. But y'all some of bitches got me up here. So when I was done, I used
Wait the whole time.
You did the whole time? Oh, wow. That's my thing.
Put on a whole performance.
No, that's...
I'm not even going to dignify this with a response.
Yeah, that's it.
And on Halloween, it really went down. I had the Bernie Mac mask, and I went back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not you got in costume.
Hey, I was just going to come at Brittany about how she looked at you when you said that Bernie Mac thing, but I'm going to leave it alone now.
Brittany looked at me like, that's nasty.
It is.
Just not going to dignify it with
because
a
I guess out of all characters, what was it for her that...
Because I ain't never had no motherfucking pumpkin pie. Kick it. You don't get it. You ain't never see this.
No. And I'm not going to.
It's about eating
Can you read what Miss Rhea said?
Yeah, please read what Miss Rhea says.
You read it.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm
Oh, shit. She can read.
I'm up.
If it was in cursive, she wouldn't be able to read it. Bet she wouldn't be able to read it.
Thought you ate. Anyway, okay, fellas. If your girl is...
Speaking to the microphone, we can't hear you.
Y'all can't hear? No.
Talk to the mic.
Okay, fellas. If your girl is giving you head and your penis is still soft, is it a safe assumption that he's just not that into you, or is it a medical issue? He's not that into you.
Yeah, he's not that into you. That's what it is.
Because I feel like before you even do what you do...
Coming from a fellow high blood pressurener, it depends on what the medication you're on. If you're on that lisinopril, it's definitely medical. But if I'm not on no medication, I'm dead then, because I'm sorry, if you're doing a bad job, it's going to be hard.
Can I ask how old is the man?
That's what I said. If you were younger, you're not going to be on lisinoprel.
Yeah.
However, he should be like that before you start.
High blood pressure hit all
ages.
Man, that nigga didn't even have enough air to talk like Bernie Mac while he was fucking nobody, man. He just ran out of air when he just did it then.
I'm having a respiratory problem right now, Tom. You don't point out my weaknesses because you're a high value man, and you don't point out my weaknesses looking down on a less valued man.
No. Listen, we're all high value.
Okay, thank you.
Some values are higher than others.
Yes.
That's a good way to clean it up, Tom.
Yeah.
Miss Rhea, quick, okay?
So my thing, real quick, my definition is of a power couple is two people knowing what they own, where they going, but still strong enough to learn and grow from each other. Like most motherfuckers that's strong in a certain area, they don't want to be told nothing. But you might be stronger in the area than I am. Let me take the lead over here and you lead over there, and we meet in the middle and make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good one.
Story, like me and my ex-wife, the only reason I could talk about her because we were viewed like that, like we were kids. I was with her since I was like 20. And we was taking care of kids. Like my daughter, my oldest, she just had a baby. She like, damn, y'all had 4 of us. Like, how the hell was y'all doing it? But I mean, in the beginning, I was still hustling, but we learned, and she motivated me to go to school and do shit that I wouldn't have thought to do. You know what I'm saying? Because iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That's real.
That's real. But I ain't gonna lie, man. You don't even look like a grandpapa.
Yeah, I got he 5 months. Yeah.
That's what's up. Congratulations, bro.
Yes.
Congratulations. That's why you have high value.
Cause he a granddad.
I didn't lay down and have that baby. That's their problem.
All right.
That's their problem.
Hey, that's real.
Say you just the village.
I can't wait to say that to my kid when they have kids.
But, yeah, and she's still doing good. She 23, but she a nurse. You know what I'm saying? She making moves on her own. So she stayed down and was in her career before she, you know what I'm saying, did her thing. So and her dude in his career graduated HBCU. So shout out to them too.
That's fine.
I did something right.
Yeah,
if I can't do nothing right, I know how to raise some kids.
I know
That's
that.
what's up, Tom. Shout out to you.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
All right.
Thank you for calling, brother.
man.
But I like his viewpoints on that, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah, you definitely have to be on the same accord.
Yeah.
For real. Like I tell people all the
But I think
time.
that's part of the teamwork. I'm good at this area. Okay, I can handle this. You're good at that area. You can handle that.
Yeah.
Like that's the part of the work.
But here, and you absolutely correct. Hold on. You
I
listen.
didn't say nothing.
No. Anyway, the hell with you, Brittany. No, you look like I'm a sly cat.
That's how you do it.
Hey, you need to take one of your pictures like that.
No, for real.
Yeah.
No, you know why I won't do that?
Would you finish your thought?
I
He gonna
will.
lose it.
Damn.
This is part of the power
LeVan Hawkins
couple.
did one like that.
Oh, never
Finish your
mind.
thought.
Okay, go ahead.
Holding accountable.
I forgot. No, seriously. I just look at
No, because I said that's part of the teamwork.
no.
part of
That's
the
what I'm
work.
about to say. So that's why it's hard for two people
Yeah.
to have and raise a family. I'll be very honest with you. In those components, if we had it the best, people say this all the time, they definitely would have a cook in their house, a butler, you know what I mean, a maintenance person on deck, right? So
It comes back to running the household.
yeah. But I begin to understand when if two people fighting for that, right, it's hard for them to be together, right?
Yeah.
Because they too busy trying to make that happen. So I started to understand poly relationships, right? What Neo doing and when he talking about the kids, if it's not just a sexual thing, kids will fall in line with it. You know what I mean? They be like, shit, yo, that's my mama too. That's my mama. You know what I mean?
But do you think his is a sexual thing?
Huh?
Or he's like building a family with
No,
it?
I think he always wanted to build a family, but you got to realize in his era, he know what Puffy, Jay-Z and them is into, right? And it's like it's like when you in that deep in the business, you have some thoughts that don't be cool. You know what I mean? And you have a tendency to treat some people like shit. And it's not on purpose. It's just that you don't know who to trust when you dealing with that. And it's just all about money. Just think every time you see somebody, hey man, you got,
No, I get it.
people always at your head. So you don't learn how to trust. And when you have women who come at you because they think you're somebody, it's a different story. So you have to be with 4 women who want you for your money, when really he probably picked the women who didn't even know who he was really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go some places and people don't know who the fuck Babyface is. I walked in and
Who don't know who Babyface is?
I mean, I'm hypothetically saying that I ain't talking about your old young ass. I'm talking about you got some people. I didn't walk in Connie and Barbara's. Babyface was sitting there just eating, right?
He's a grown man with no beard.
Wait.
He should not be that hard to say.
No.
He is a grown man with no facial hair. That man ain't never had no facial hair on his face. He is not that.
Babyface. So,
Baby.
But here's
If I see a grown man with no beard, that's Babyface.
So
Wow.
But the whole thing, I ain't gonna lie, he's in Detroit, so Detroit people don't.
That's because Detroit people are the celebrities.
There you go.
So
There
we
you
don't
go.
care if Babyface can come slap us in the face. He gonna get slapped right back. Like it's Detroit. Don't nobody care.
T.I. He said that his favorite place to perform was here because he said he threw out a few $1,000s and somebody from the crowd threw some more right back on stage.
Like,
right back
Jeezy
that ain't no real money.
Like Jeezy love coming here because Detroit is. Listen, like Detroit is just a city that we don't care.
In my song, I said our rubber bands got rubber bands on them. You know what I mean? So,
and besides, Detroit made Atlanta, so that's real.
Detroit, take a check, spend it 1 week, and get another check right back. Like that's the attitude that you have here. Like it's a hustle. Nobody care.
Well,
like,
one thing for sure,
Babyface was getting his haircut. Woo woo. You in there getting your haircut.
Right.
I wanted to say what Rhea had to say.
Yeah, I was about to say, okay, is marriage a part of being a power couple, or does it matter? Here's the thing, Rhea. It doesn't, because I've seen two people be together and be powerless. I've seen two people be together and bring the worst out of each other. I mean, horrible married couples shouldn't be married, but they still married and got the nerve to procreate. However, they don't. When you see people not working well together, that's how you know, like, okay, this is not a good look. So it's all about who you choose. Like my wife, for instance, she's stronger in areas that I'm weak in, and vice versa. We complement each other. So part of being a power couple is being able to compliment each other, highlighting your attributes, shit like that. That stuff matters. Not just you two being together looking stupid or looking like some bums. Y'all gotta know how to fucking move with each other and give each other grace and just give each other respect. That's a power couple. Everybody don't need to be married. Marriage is not for everybody. Just like school ain't for everybody. So it definitely ain't just about people getting married. Some people getting married just to say that they married.
Yeah, because Stedman and Oprah ain't married for shit.
I think they really are. They're just not telling y'all.
I think they were secretly married
I think they are married. I just think people just don't know about it because people give marriage such a bad name.
Yeah.
And they fight against it, which I find very interesting. Why are people fighting against that?
Yeah.
That's the question that people not asking. It's like, why are people fighting against marriage?
I think people always
what
fight.
Does it really hold?
I think people always fight with whatever's good. People fight against whatever's good.
Because they thrive off negativity.
But I'm saying, obviously, marriage is good. That's why people fight against it. It's like when it comes to the blacks, that's why people fight them so much. The problem is we don't know what it is.
I think we do know what it is, and it's hard to admit when it's you. When the problem is you, it's really hard to fix because you've been you all your life, right? And then when you enter somebody else's life and it's like they pick out what's wrong with you.
Yeah, but we ain't bothering them. They bothering us.
Exactly.
You see, they call that man out his name. He was trying to eat at the bar. That man's not his business.
And that's what be making people
talking about.
That's what.
The difference between blacks and niggers.
That man was trying to eat.
He did. He
was eating.
Real bad.
That man ate.
He ate, then he slapped.
Oh my God, his slapperistic.
That man was about his business.
I know what I'm gonna do. Slapgastic. I see it now.
I just don't understand why he got up to go back for more.
You know the little battles with the women that be slapping each other?
Oh, the shit! They got the men one now.
Oh, they do?
What, they just slapping each other?
Yep, it's called slaps.
They standing in front of each other and it's like, you know.
I've seen it where you take a shot and then you slap.
No, this is
like these people are literally like
smacking the shit out of each other.
Don't smack me.
Smacking them to sleep.
No, they know what they signing up for.
You know, don't smack me.
That's what they both show up for, and it's a
don't
crowd
smack
of people
me.
watching.
Don't pop no balloons.
Oh, you talking about that?
None of that
Are you talking about that
Slaps.
sport? How they turned it into a sport?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a thing.
Yeah.
You know where it came from.
Yeah.
Of
course. Tell you what, John. Bet you anybody amount of money.
So that's what they did in college.
Yeah.
And they would take a shot and then you would slap. That's where that foolishness came from.
Feel it less?
You've been drunk. Do you feel every time you hit the wall or something when you got drunk?
I just be trying to.
I had my fingers smashed in between the window in the car, and I didn't feel anything.
Well,
let me get another one. Just let me get another one.
I have high adrenaline anyway because I literally broke my ankle and didn't feel anything, I wasn't.
That's alarming.
Yeah, that's too alarming.
Miss Rhea said, "As we get older, comparison can ruin a great relationship. Them soul ties are no joke.
Yeah.
To be a power couple, in my opinion, involves the foundation of marriage. So I just wish more married couples shared their triumphs and their trials for the edification of the Lord, not themselves."
Well, here's the thing. I believe half of what she's saying. However, marriage is not the answer to being a power couple, because like Todd was saying, there's plenty of couples that's powerless.
What does
And if marriage was the institution of being powerful, then that can't hold weight in this world, because there's plenty.
Even though wealth comes from it.
Wealth don't come from it all
Go
the
through
time.
statistics.
I mean, wealth don't come through marriage.
It does. It's a faster way to build it. Statistically, yes, it is.
It's a faster way to build it, but it don't.
It's a faster way to build it.
Okay. Well, majority of people is rich.
It's not even a matter of being rich. I'm just saying it's a faster way to build things.
Yes, marriage is a faster way. I'm not denying that, but it's the least likely way that they build it with.
I think the people that
y'all just don't know how to pick. That's what the problem is.
The only person know how to pick is this nigga right here.
No, but listen though. Well, I struck out twice before I got to who I picked.
He just kept picking. So he picked what was right.
Right.
So let's just
you caught pick and lie.
Yeah, no, but listen though. What I was about to say was, I think the people that do arranged marriages, they got it right. Because they do their research. They know who got money, and it ain't even always about money, but you know who come from a good family.
Yes.
So the people that grew up Muslim and they do the arranged marriages, I think they do it right.
They have the most successful marriages
I can believe
and wealth because
Muslims?
No, the people that have come from arranged marriages.
Yeah, that's Jewish and Muslims.
But they understand compatibility. They understand building. Okay, this person, because that's basically what it is. Tone said that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you weak here. Okay, I'm strong here. It's basically like this, right? This is how it's supposed to be.
Black and white. Nope. I
No,
don't like
this
it.
is your face. This is that face. So every angle, every single angle, we always together. That's how it's supposed to be. Like that's how you're supposed to fight.
Well, definitely.
Our backs to each other, so you can see what's coming this way. He can see what's coming that way. Boom, we can see the side.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Thank you.
Shout out to that
That's
movie.
how,
I just watched that. That's a good movie.
That's how it's supposed to be. The original with Angelina and Brad, not the remake.
They did a remake.
Yes.
They got a
with Childish Gambino and that Asian chick.
Yeah, I didn't watch it though.
I only watched the original.
That's crazy because
Stop remaking good stuff.
Well, first of all, I hate when they try to mix couple. When it comes to a black man, they always put another group of persons.
And y'all should say something about that.
Yeah, because I definitely don't like Queen Latifah as
I like Queen Latifah. I like it.
Top of the top.
Let me get my hot 2 minutes right back. I'm gonna side with Brittany on this one. Most of the people that you see wealth building is two. Two is always better than one.
Thank you.
Two people on the same squad.
Yes.
Working for marriage is technically, legally a business. You are protected by legal laws. You are protected by tax laws. You are protected by a ton of. Look, she can't testify against me, and I can't testify against her.
Y'all go to jail together.
You go to jail together, but that don't mean that you can testify against them.
Yeah.
And it's so many different layers to the positivity of marriage that anything negative now, because I'm trying to tell people, listen, our humanity, our civilization peaked in 1999. We have been downhill ever since. We have been stupefied and just degrading with behavior of negativity because that's pop culture. To be a gangster, to be a slut, to be a killer, to be a billionaire is to be a bad guy and break the rules and be naughty. And so that's what we appreciate. But when you sit up here and you look at the foundation, like I said before, I've sat next to wealth, and it's always the wife right there.
Yep. Yeah.
He's always a part of the team. I ain't never picked up no billionaire, no millionaire by himself. And if he was by himself or she was by himself, their spouse died. And they left them that fortune.
And they remarry.
And in most cases, no.
Some of them.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's about the power dynamic of 2 versus 1. You can build wealth all by yourself and work yourself to death, but who's going to feed you? How you going to know that you need some medicine? How you going to know when sometimes that your wife or your husband will be like, hey, you need to slow down. And if you ain't got nobody there to tell you to slow down, you can work yourself to death, and then who you going to leave it with? What is the whole purpose of it? So my 2 minutes. That's it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dorian.
Thank you for keeping your limit together.
No, but that's why I said that's what it is. It's building wealth, and that's why community is so affected by it because it's so much negativity around marriage, around relationships, and I know some of that does have to do with the church. Believe it or not.
Believe it, yes.
And I think, like I always said, and I know Dr. Umar has said it too, hookup culture has been detrimental to our community.
Very true. In case y'all don't know, y'all watching the Rising Ground Morning Show right here on podcasting. Like our page right now on YouTube is the Rising Ground Morning Show. We also on Pod Life, and I ask that anyone who's on our network or anybody else who want to be on Pod Life, just let me know so we can funnel your video straight to Pod Life YouTube page. I'm just asking everybody right now just to think about what we're doing when we hook up with people, because that's gonna be our turnout. That's gonna be our legacy. And speaking of legacy, the Vagina Monologues is going on this Sunday, March the 2nd, at the International Institute. That's 111 East Kirby. In case you don't know, that's like almost directly across the street from the main library. It's because the library sits in between those two streets. Library. It's the Vagina Monologues, brought to you by Sean P. Entertainment. He had Renee Drake in here yesterday with Lake. Renee Drake and Lake. Two comedians. Oh my goodness. Lake ain't no comedian. She's funny
definitely a comedian.
She is. She's funny. She's gonna be on Talk to Todd show later on today.
She's a comedian.
Shout out to Lake for coming on my show.
She doesn't know it yet, but I put it on her. She's a comedian. That's
she's
why
definitely a comedian.
I'm like, no, Lake is a comedian.
And also, don't forget, this Saturday, March the 1st, it's the Unity is Love with Emmy, y'all. It's the 12th annual pancake breakfast. I urge anyone to come down to it. It'd be incredible. And I think everybody need to check it out. It's at the Christ the King Catholic Church, and that's what's the address? 20801 Grand River, Detroit, Michigan 48219. What you say?
00.
Oh, 2800.
Just send it to me.
Cap, and this is put together with the mans, is the doctors, Dr. Calvin T. Mann and Dr. Heather Hetero.
Now I'm probably gonna be there about 10:30. Because 9:30.
I love pancakes to get the people
like
to
French
cook the pancakes
toast with a little canal.
with the crisp on it, with the crisp corn around it.
Yeah, I love that.
I went
French toast with that cinnamon sugar.
I know that's cinnamon sugar. I went to the original House of Pancakes, OHOP, and they talk about
Which one?
Oh, the one in Southfield?
Yeah, 10 Mile right here.
That's where you messed up at.
But wait a minute, hold on. I wish I would have known. They don't cook the pancakes and breakfast in the butter no more. That's in none of them.
Go to Lily Mae's. Them some good pancakes, baby.
That's where I might be going. Praise God.
Yeah.
Lily Mae's down there by the Eastern Market, yo.
That far? Nope, I'm not going.
It's good though. And they got mimosas with real liquor in it, not the champagne.
With liquor.
Yeah.
I
had the one with liquor. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, they hit a little different.
They hit real different.
Even the mimosa off the first cup hit different.
First of all, I can't do the champagne regular mimosas. I can't do the one with the liquor.
Yeah, you can't do neither.
Was you here when we did the mimosas at
Oh no, I wasn't.
When I tell you we was toast.
Man.
Was that on y'all? I think y'all did that on a Friday.
No, we did it on a Monday. Because me and my friends, when we went out of town, we had 2 of them towers. Baby. What time was that?
Shout out to the towers.
A time.
Twin Tower was had. So Brittany, what would be your makeup of
I done gave you my definition of what that was.
I say definition.
I told you, respect.
You acting like an average woman now. Listen.
Wait a minute. I'm high value.
Tired like this. Got it. No, seriously. Like I'm talking about if you was to see right now, who would you say is with your scenario in your head? Who would you look at as a powerful couple right now? Give me one celebrity, one you know.
My mom and my dad. That's who I know.
Oh, yes, cheating. Damn.
Don't get mad at me.
You said
Don't get mad at me. And you said a celebrity couple that I think is a power couple. Oh, it's a few of them, but I will go with Tamia and Grant Hill. Yeah. I will also go with LeBron and Savannah.
Damn.
Yeah. I will also go with Michael Todd and Natalie Todd. Those are pastors. Love them. Yeah. Okay. I would definitely say those if I had to go.
I'm like, Todd, you a pastor?
No, his name is Michael Todd and Natalie Todd. Yeah, they're in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Somebody did suggest that I do that too.
What?
Become a pastor. I don't know what I was saying that particular day, but
Well, I mean,
I don't know what I was saying.
and don't get me wrong. When that calling hit you and you feel it, do it. See what it's about, and then you would never forgive it. You would never forsake it. But at the same time, you would come up with the decision like, do you want to be around these people?
yeah, that'd be the question.
Wait, what?
Would you want to be around these people? Meaning, so when you're a minister or whatever, and you amongst those that's in the ministry, you start to say, I don't belong here.
That's
Because
how I look at relationships. Do I want to be around this?
right, because it's a lot of pastors here that's just not right.
Well, some people believe they supposed to be, and some people not supposed to be, and that's really what the issue is.
Yeah, but that's a problem to someone, especially someone who's new, and they want to do right. Because once you're a minister, you have certain things you can do that nobody else can do. You know what I mean?
Tom said, "Don't disrespect me. I'm high value."
but you got great value products. Listen, anyway, go ahead.
I was just about to read what Rita said. She said, "As we get older, comparison can ruin the great relationship."
She said,
that already, honey bunny.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
All right,
but she's right though.
Todd, shaking dementia.
I ain't got no dementia. I didn't remember her because y'all be cutting each other off too damn much.
That's
so yeah.
So wait a minute.
Do you want to hear his voice all the time?
No.
Thank you.
So Todd, you see, you pointed fingers.
Huh?
I'm surprised at your brother.
I said y'all be cutting each other off too much.
You pointed feet.
Don't you get out of hearing his voice drag?
Shut up.
When he start mumbling.
Yes,
when I hear him clearly, it's cool.
That's why I cut him off.
The clearest I ever heard him is when we was at the Oscars and your legs was out. That was it. I haven't heard him speak clearly since.
Good morning, Ebony K.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Hey, Eb, how you doing, baby?
Hey, Eb.
Hey, since Trump did what he did, we can't call GB girl. We gotta call a girl woman.
Tone said the coldest couple was Ozzie Davis and Ruby Dee.
Oh, definitely.
He said that was the coldest couple.
Damn, Tone, you brought that out your ass like that? He was right. Ruby Dee and Ozzie Davis was the cold. I mean, for our spiritual, the culture,
but that was
education.
I didn't see them like that. But
you seen them later. But if you just read up on them, like they was real on that black thing.
Yeah, they were.
They were real on that black thing.
They loved each other. And
Ozzie Davis.
Miles, we didn't ask.
I'm sorry, Ozzie. He's sir, I will not leave you.
Miss Rhea, Miles was being disrespectful.
I wasn't being disrespectful.
He basically tried to say I wasn't high value.
Right, saying we cannot have that.
Thank you.
I did not say nothing about her being not high value.
A power couple for me would be David and Tamla Man.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Why was it?
That'll do it, folks.
It was pure crickets on that. I'm not even gonna lie.
That'll do it.
I'm not even gonna lie. It was crickets on that.
No, but Shandy, I understand.
No, don't understand.
I got you.
Leave it where it's at.
See, that's why I ain't say shit in the first place.
Leave it where it's at.
Okay. All right. That's for Shani. That works for Shani.
No.
She like, is they goofy? Is that what it is?
No, hold on.
I really feel like they're a power couple.
If I told y'all my favorite TV couple.
David and Tamla Man.
No. It's Dwayne and
Whitley. Baby.
No, I like Tamla and David Man, and I don't know if you ever.
They don't like you.
Shut up. I don't know if you ever remember him telling the story on how he hooked up and he messed up and stuff like that. And for them to be,
Ms. Rhea said Denzel and Pauletta.
Yeah, definitely all day.
Yeah.
And also another one is Angela Bassett and Old Boy from Detroit. He's the professor on the different
Courtney
Vance. Yes. I think they've been together for like
They in the 20s.
Yeah, they 20
They in
years.
the 20s.
Yeah, 20 years.
Viola Davis and her husband been together for a long time.
Do she got a white man?
Who? Viola Davis? She married to a black man. And they have an adopted daughter.
Oh, okay. Her ovaries wasn't overland.
Calvin said Grandpa and Granny.
That's dope. Yeah,
that is dope.
Shout out to the Winans.
The Winans?
No, the Winans. The mother and the father, Papa Winer and Mama Winer, had all them damn children. I don't blame them. They got a nice little legacy. Excuse me. They have a nice legacy.
Yeah, Ms. Rhea agrees with Shan. She likes that couple too.
I agree with Shan.
Yeah.
The only reason it was quick is because I never would think you would say that. I would have been like, I thought you would say shit, Chris Brown and whoever he dating, or I was thinking.
I don't even know who he is.
It ain't never been no longevity. With
Exactly. That's not.
He didn't suck his residuals to who's getting them. Somebody else getting them.
Yeah, that's not powerful.
That was for Karuchi.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't see that song just now blowing up. That's crazy. It's on residuals.
That's because they seen him performing live, and he put his heart and soul into that one.
Yeah, he missed her,
baby.
Shit, I miss her ass too. Did you
I'll
see
be in the
way?
car
Hey, you know
somebody
what?
don't even know who
She
I'm
can
there.
act, bro. She can really. Karuchi can act. She all right. She all right.
You done pissed her off.
From what I saw her in, she can act.
I like Karuchi.
Yeah, I saw her in something where she acted good.
What'd you see her in? Was she a cop?
No, she wasn't.
Who was she opposite of?
Have
I've
you
seen her movies.
Have you seen
You seen her movie?
Bel Air?
Bel Air.
Have you watched that?
On Peacock?
Yeah.
The new Bel Air? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't particularly like that.
Okay, she was in there. I liked her acting
That's the
on
only
that.
thing you seen her in?
No, I saw her in the actual movie before. It was something crazy, but she acted good in that. But I haven't seen like multiple
Was it One Night
movies.
Only?
I don't remember the name.
You don't know who the actor was she was with?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
I like Karuchi. I think Karuchi's absolutely adorable.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't like her.
Don't she sing or something?
I think Karuchi's absolutely adorable.
No, I'm asking you.
No.
is she-
I don't know if she sings.
She was into like fashion, so she started off
Gotcha.
as like his stylist. That's
Gotcha.
what happened, and then she got into acting and things like
No,
that.
she got into his pants.
No, really, I do. I like Karuchi.
Yeah.
I think I like Christina Milian. I think Christina Milian can act.
Yo, she is a vampire, bro. She do not age.
Yeah.
She fine.
She's smoking some of these women that's in their 20s.
I love.
Like, it's crazy.
I love Christina Milian, and I think she's acting. I think she's the queen of rom-com for black women.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you
and
on
her
that.
and Karuchi are they're like best friends.
Really?
Yeah, they're like really good friends. Tone said, "What about Barack and his wife, Michelle?"
Yeah, Michelle. Yeah,
That's a class act, hands down, on both ends.
Yeah.
The fact, first of all, anytime you have any marriage together and they personal business don't leak,
yeah.
I think it's really dope. Like
The kids' personal business,
LeBron.
but not theirs.
Huh?
Their kids' personal business.
I mean, yeah.
but not
Yes,
theirs.
Richard, that's a good one too.
Well, a lot of their business was leaked because they did two separate movies from two different perspectives of Barack and Michelle.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Business.
They told their personal stuff for them to make the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when he was going through college, and they did it sweet because they did it from different perspectives.
Yeah,
She was good in Claws. She was. I'll give you that.
Who?
She talking about Karuchi. She was good in that, but she played a character too, so that's why I think she was good in it. Richard said Rodney and Holly Robinson Pete.
Right.
I don't know who Rochelle and was that Parsha or Porsche Matthews. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Y'all know who they are?
Nah.
Okay.
I never heard of him.
I know Rodney and Holly Robinson Pete. That's another couple, power couple that I like.
Rodney Pete and
Rodney and Holly Robinson. Pete. Yeah, I like them too. And they in the 20s.
Yeah,
They might be in the 30s.
You know one thing I don't like about majority of times when people start being power couples, quote unquote, in our eyes, either the man slack or the woman slack.
True. You don't like when that happens?
No, I hate when it happens because it could bring division.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, when the couples have teams, they have separate teams, and these teams are competing to see.
So you
who
said they
really-
should have teams together.
I think they should be it. So yeah.
I think you should keep people out your business.
Yeah, I agree.
And those a lot of them like Holly Robinson Pete. But you don't hear about Tamia and Grant. Like you don't hear things about them because they keep their business out of the street.
I think that's best to do.
Yeah,
you know?
I think keep people out of your business.
Yeah.
Have your team. Like Miles said, I do think that you should have your team that you go to when y'all having issues, and that those people can bring you back.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't think you need too many people in your business.
Yeah,
No, you don't. That's just they're gonna make a mess out of everything.
And I agree with you. It should be the same team.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I like about Michael Todd and his wife. Like they have a very small team, but it's the same team.
Because when Rodney Pete and Holly got married, Robin, what's her name? Yeah.
Holly Robinson.
Holly
She's
Robinson.
hyphenated.
Right. When they got married, I think her acting career plummeted.
Well, that's the same with Will and Jada.
No.
Yeah.
Jada played herself out because she started changing the way she looked and how she acted too. She did things, but she didn't look the same. She wasn't.
She had never. The best she ever looked in her entire career was on Low Down Dirty Shame.
Thank you.
They got divorced, didn't they?
Who?
He said Rashad and Felicia.
I don't know.
I thought they divorced. Felicia Rashad, she's still married to her husband?
I think so. Yeah. Because she still got that last name.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, a lot of people keep their last name.
Especially if it's worth something.
Kevin Hart wife kept her last name.
That's because it you have value to
I just
it.
said if it has something to do with it, I'm keeping it.
Yeah, but I'm saying the name I just said, it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? She ain't gonna get no money because she's his wife. You know what I mean?
Right. Not gonna get no money.
Felicia Rashad don't have nothing to tie into what she's doing.
I don't know if they're still married though. I know Debbie Allen's still married to her husband, but I don't know if Felicia Rashad's still married. Hey,
top of the top, caller, you on the air?
I'm gonna have to stop listening to y'all, and I got stuff to do.
Why is that?
Because I'm not getting nothing done. I was supposed to have been gone.
You gotta learn multitask.
I can't. I'm very bad at it on my off days. But anyway, the last thing y'all was talking about. Oh, for those that don't know, this Rhea. Anyway,
I know.
We know who you are.
Yeah.
But that's my whole issue with what y'all just said, because I know y'all on the delay, when y'all was talking about keeping your business to yourself.
Yeah.
That is definitely why most successful power couples are power couples. But it leads us to believe that, because seeing is believing. So we don't see it, we don't think it's real. So all we see are the hoochies and the hoes and the pimps and the players and all. That's what we see.
I agree.
So we think that that's the real reality of relationships, and it's not. It's some serious power couples out here, but they're powerful because they keep their business to themselves.
Yeah. Well, I think they pop out from time to time. That's how we know them, and it should be like that.
Yeah.
But
I
also,
can agree.
That's the beauty of us having the power to stream now, where we can create that and show that on television and do those stories for ourselves too.
And that's what I'm
like.
hoping,
Let's not just highlight the
negative.
Yeah, like we don't have to highlight the negativity. We can highlight the good part. Like that's the beauty of what we can do now with streaming.
Yeah.
And that's what we do on Raw But Real. See, I had to plug myself. It's the male and female perspective, and that's what I wanted to focus on.
Yeah.
And it's about to be 4 years. It's been 4 years this year. Jesus.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. But yes, guys, you're doing great.
Thank you.
Good show. I'm
Thank you.
engaged. I can't seem to get out of the bed, but
Oh, you like that?
Send me the address, Miss Rhea. Send me the
Don't tell
address.
your address.
Get it together.
Put your boots on for him, please.
Please put your boots
Give me
on.
these boots. Oh yeah, but that's real, Brittany. When you get married, keep that apron.
I didn't. Never mind.
Yeah.
She was like, I need your help on that.
No, I wasn't against nothing. I just never mind. We'll talk about it,
It's
Miss
a
Rhea.
definite thing. Oh, I know you ain't against it. You gonna see, you keep it to yourself. Power couple.
That's why I'm so powerful.
Yeah.
Boom.
There you go.
Boom.
High value. Bye.
All right. Appreciate you calling.
And I told y'all they not married no more. Ahmad and Felicia Rashad are not married.
Oh, wow.
I told you that.
Well,
And only I think Debbie Allen is still married
and
to
you
her
know,
husband.
you know what's funny? That's so dope. That
Y'all didn't even know about
you
it.
didn't know about this.
I did.
How did you know about it?
Because I be in it. I be know what be going on.
I
in
don't
this
like that little
business.
fucking finger of yours.
No, because I like couples.
Yeah.
So I like,
Couple shit. I got you. I agree. So listen, when you think about power couples, we have to really
I don't think about you.
shut your ass up.
I'm just saying I'm down.
I don't know. I got a couple. Anyway, so
I can see you being in a poly though.
I definitely.
I could definitely see
I
poly
could
for you.
definitely see poly for you. I think it
honestly,
might work for you.
You have to be in a poly.
I don't have to be, but I will be comfortable knowing
I don't
that certain
think.
things
I think
are
you
taken
would be
care of.
greater in that versus being just with one woman.
I think the poly would help him with his creativity.
Yeah, I mean it will. I mean it leaves me open as long as I don't have to worry about such stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I tell people all the time, is when you by yourself. So many women right now can contest to this. But when you're by yourself, it's something else. It's something to deal with. You know what I mean? Even as a man, it's just, you be like, damn, what am I doing this for? I really want to share
about
this.
work
I mean,
or
everything,
just in general?
life.
Yeah.
When you're a single male and you have children, or
I was about to say
you had a past life that where it felt better. You know what I mean? Like your past life just felt better.
I'm just laughing at Tone.
Like I know he's retarded. So but no, this young lady said you need to live, Miles. You know, I was like, I did all that.
Lived already.
I did all that shit already.
Well, you are close to 100.
I am. I'm closer than most people are to 100. But what I will say is that I done done majority of what people was trying to do by the time I was 27, 28 years old. I'm like,
the stuff that people glorify right now, you've already been there and done that.
And the shit that people be like, ooh, they be like, so you ain't happy for me? Yes, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, but it's
just
nothing to me.
It's nothing to me.
I've been in the swingers dungeons and everything.
Whoa.
I'm messing with you, dog.
He probably.
It wasn't a dungeon. It was just a room.
See what I'm saying? I honestly think a poly relationship would work very well.
Yeah,
for you.
I believe so too.
I don't see you with one woman.
No, it's not that. My appetite is not for more than one.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, as far as like moving as a team and going forward, I feel like that's what you need.
Yeah, that's why I say you need one, because I said that will work better for you if you were to get into any type of relationship.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm in a relationship,
let's pray that happens for you this year.
Gonna pray for a poly.
Yeah, why not?
You?
Why not?
Not for me.
No, here's what
I belong to one.
I just pray that the person I select to be with will have the same understanding for me that I have for them, and in that way,
you pray for that?
Yeah, all the time. Because first of all, I'm 52, so handling this being in the poly.
I thought you was 53.
I'm 53. I said 52.
You did.
Yeah.
I'm 53. So, see, I wanted to duck one already. You know what I mean? I want to go back. So, being with one woman would make me happy. You know what I mean?
Really?
Well, one woman that have understanding and truth.
Okay.
Cool. Understanding the truth I can deal with, right? What I can't deal with is a woman who believes that we're equal at all times. Mm-hmm. A person who always nagging about what we're not doing. Mm-hmm. A person who takes up valuable time bitching and complaining and not solving.
So you want a female version of yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
What I think most people be wanting that.
Yeah, I agree.
Most people need that, but they don't. Yeah. But they look opposites attract. Yeah, but they won't stay together.
So here's my thing, because I hear men say that a lot, that they want women to understand them. Like, what do y'all mean by that?
Because all right, here's the thing, B. A lot of women don't understand a man's mentality. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say a particular man is actually into extra women. Mm-hmm. Hey, Brittany, look, I like you, but I like this girl and this girl and this girl. Are you okay with me dating all of y'all? Mm-hmm. You might not be for it, but you can understand it. And that understanding part, it just speaks to a man's soul. It'll make him want to fight harder to get you.
Yeah. That's well said.
Thank you.
Because that's the whole truth. When a man find understanding with a woman, when I tell you it's okay. If they be like, well, I can't make it today. Well, that's okay. Well, can I see you tomorrow?
Yeah.
And you
I can understand.
But it'll be some women, dang, you always busy.
But I feel like those women that's not doing anything either, because if you're a woman that's busy, like you're more understanding of the time.
But majority of busy women have jobs, have 9 to 5s, right? Mm-hmm. So at the 5 o'clock, their job is done. So their mind is idled. At the 5,
you need a hobby.
They be like,
they need something else to do outside of you.
You need something. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have nothing going on.
Yeah.
Well, here I hate to say it, because their job is what turns them on, get them on, and would make them believe that they're on.
Especially if you don't have no kids, and it's after 5 o'clock.
Girl, it's hard to find a BMW. You know what a BMW is?
Body made wrong?
No. A black man's wish. A woman with no children.
Two sitting right here on the panel. There are 2 of us right now on the panel. But what I'm saying is...
But first of all, one don't know what the hell she want to eat, and the other one don't know if she want to go inside this dirty place or not. So I'm just trying to say...
I give options. What I'm saying is, if you don't have any children, and you didn't work your 9 to 5, and you at home, doing nothing. That's your problem. You should be doing something. Like, you should go read a book, go take a bath, clean your house, go to the grocery store, learn how to cook.
And then they say, then what? It's clean.
Go to somebody, like, go to your friend's house, like, go do something.
Right.
My thing is, if it's something, if the man is like not making any time, like 2 days in a row, then get you another one.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
I always say it takes two to get one.
I agree.
So get you another man that wouldn't spend time with you to do something.
Or openly date. When I say openly date, like, I just.
If you are a single woman, you should be openly dating.
I'm talking about even in conversation. So when
Openly dating.
So what you was doing? Well, me and Jeff, we went out to breakfast. Me and Jeff went out to lunch.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
Hold on, but I'm just saying. Then the guy who really, like he said, really wants you, he be like, breakfast and lunch, huh? That mean that nigga don't got no job. So he started thinking, like, what can he do to get around? I'm telling you, like, women that have some.
So you saying when dudes call, like, I'm just out with Nick tonight.
I mean, yeah.
But most any man that's worth his salt is not gonna care about you being on date with somebody else.
I mean, I'm probably not. I would say I'm going out tonight.
No,
but I'm not gonna tell you who I'm going out with.
No, I mean,
would you say you going out on a date?
Right.
I'm going out to dinner tonight.
Okay, that's cool. That's better than nothing, or better than lying.
What I'm saying,
I was saying, I'm going out to dinner tonight.
Man something to build off from. You gotta realize most women, they be like this, just like this wall. Ain't shit to build off from. It ain't no goddamn. Ain't no damn. Ain't no middle in this motherfucker. Ain't no nothing in here. And they talk about what you gonna do. Nothing. I asked you, do you like this? Do you like that? Like, a woman who can't find one sport that they like would turn me the fuck off.
Really?
Because they don't know how to pay attention to nothing.
What if they're not into sports?
You have to find one sport, at least that you can have a conversation fucking about.
Oh, I agree at 100%.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, because a man, first of all, women gonna test
But
man
I feel
out.
like, but some women, to me, I feel like they not. A lot of women are selfish. So, like, let's just call a spade a spade. So with the women, it's always me, and they're not really trying to take time to learn interest in the man, which is why some of them not winning.
They single, but that's my point. I'm trying to tell you.
Not all of them.
I mean, yeah. So here's why I say that: because women who be selfish, they are really selfish.
Well, women are selfish anyway. But
they are. I mean, because women want it their way.
But no, but the reason, this is how you know a real woman is selfish, when she don't want to have a kid.
Oh yeah, hey, but at least she real enough to say it. I met women like that. I don't want no.
I think some women say that because some women cannot, and some women aren't just wanting to have kids with any and everybody.
No, I know a girl got a punch card for the abortion clinic. Listen.
Oh God.
No,
that's sick.
Does she really? Okay.
I put like this. She didn't abort over. She hasn't aborted over 14 children.
Well, she probably can't have them then.
No, she can't have them. But more importantly,
they won't be healthy if she have them.
Why don't you just
is she healthy?
Get your tubes tied? Jesus,
she don't got,
you want everybody to shoot the club up,
or you could just stop having sex with all these.
Well, it's not. She's 45 years old, so.
So
it don't even have to be multiple
She definitely ain't gonna have no kid. Now.
Punch card.
True.
It don't have to be multiple people.
Shoot, that old lady who she was 50-something crying. I'm gonna beat the grandma and the mama. Y'all didn't see that video?
That's funny as hell.
Yeah.
But no, the truth of the matter is that some women be that selfish.
Wait, what? Okay,
they don't want to share their love with their man or their husband. Or their
Miss
child.
Rhea said a man that wants a woman does not want to hear the woman does not want to hear the woman he wants is out with another man. Maybe in their 20s, but dang, we all grown. Okay.
No,
I know
see,
what you're saying.
I wouldn't care because the way I see it, Rhea, I don't be looking at other dudes as competition for real.
Ever.
Like I know what I bring to the table, so it don't really bother me that she out. Weigh your options, baby. That's cool.
Yeah.
You gonna come back to me
every time.
I'm all right.
Ladies, you need to get one.
Yeah, shit.
Somebody gonna be on that game better than me.
I feel like, first of all, I feel like men that are insecure like that got a problem with the woman being out and about, they don't need to be in a relationship with nobody until they get their confidence up. Anyway,
well, they're dating anyway,
and I'm ignorant. I'd be like, take a video for me. I'm like,
oh, you Kevin Gates.
See, that's why I wouldn't do that because you would do something petty like that, and it's gonna make me mad.
Let me
so
tell you something.
I'm out dinner.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting that booty.
Yeah. Kevin Gates different.
Hey, look, when I tell you, I'll be like, shit, shoot that video to me when you get done.
I think
he said that.
See, you petty, like I said.
No,
he being serious.
I'm being very serious. Here's why. Because
I wouldn't say that, though.
One thing that I learned about women get mad when you don't even inquire. You know what I mean? They be like, so you ain't going to ask me, like, you know, how is
I've had how my day was.
I've had women get pissed off that I wasn't jealous. I'm like, what am I about to get jealous for? You gonna do what you want to do anyway. Like, it's your body.
Didn't even ask how my day went. This old bum.
Yeah, like, I don't care about that. Enjoy your turn.
This nigga.
That's
bum.
it.
Yeah, I just be like this. Listen,
He didn't even ask how I was today.
And that's the thing.
This bum.
Hey, look.
He didn't ask if I wanted anything to eat.
Yeah, because guess what?
That don't really work for me,
That
though.
Monday, Tuesday date, should have bought your ass something on Wednesday. That's how I be thinking. Because the truth of the matter is, I understand women dating, right?
Yeah, I do too.
But when you have a mentality, I see your mentality, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you tell me, like, women, I only really do this, right? Then all of a sudden, but I know I said I don't only do that, but we went out and did it, so you're willing to try, right? But 9 times out of 10, if a woman's willing to try, she like, you definitely gonna like him more than you like me. If you're not trying, I done offered many tries, and you came to me, which you don't do that. But you went without, you tried something.
So you wouldn't date Shanny?
What up, dog?
You wouldn't date Shanny, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I would date Shanny.
Top of the top.
I think
on air. What up,
I think both
What
of
up,
y'all
though?
is-
So look, although I agree, like if we dating and you going out and you seeing people cool, but don't wake up one day and decide that you just head over heels for me and want me to stop because you did. If it's good for you,
That's
it's
real.
good for me until it's time to stop.
Yeah,
See,
hey,
and
real.
then Todd, I'm gonna tell you this. Like, you didn't trigger it, but that word insecure is a trigger to me because a lot of women don't even know how to use that word.
True. You right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Now, if you didn't get caught in 5 lies, I done caught you up in 5 different lies, and you tell me some shit similar to that line, I don't believe it. I ain't insecure. I just ain't dumb.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring your tone down. You ain't gotta yell at
are you angry this morning, my dear brother?
No, I'm on the head. I'm at work. I'm in the truck.
He don't want to talk to you.
I'm in the truck. He can't hear himself.
Listen.
He said he wasn't. He said he wasn't tripping.
I
But he
can't
understood.
hear, and I'm not.
He just
I-
loud or
listen.
something.
I just want to know why
I
is
don't
that
want
word
no
so
problem.
triggering?
Well, because I just said a lot of people use that word and don't really know the definition.
Gotcha.
It ain't triggering like it drive me crazy, but it's just crazy to use the word insecure. If we say that about a woman, we tripping. But women, that's a woman's go-to.
Yeah.
Insecure.
You're
No, the
insecure.
fuck,
So
I'm
can
not
I-
insecure. I just don't trust you.
So can I ask a
Because
question?
you lied a lot.
So what do you think is an insecurity for a man?
Well, I mean, if another nigga intimidates you, and like we can be around, we could just be out and about. Like, damn, you spoke to him. Why you saying hi to him? Like, that's insecure. Now, if I just got an issue with me and you dating and we kicking it, and you just jumping around and I'm about to go hang out with my girls. But damn, last time you said you was gonna hang out with your girls, that same girl came, knocked on the door looking for you. That's not an insecurity. You lied before about this.
Yeah, that's totally different. That's totally different.
But you have some niggas like you, depending on who you dating and what field they in, they might have to go on business trips and shit. Now I ain't calling and tripping every 5 minutes. What you doing? Or who you doing? Where you doing? But don't switch up routine.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you
And
what,
that's on neither side.
and I agree. And I look at it like this because when I go out of town, if I'm dating somebody 9 times out, or I'm with somebody, they'll call me more when I'm out of town than they call me when I'm in town. I'm like, I didn't just land and just got some pussy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I think it goes back, like a person gonna do what they want to do regardless.
Yeah.
But I'm with Tone as far as having a routine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna switch up how I am here, so I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, but again, Brittany and Shannon, y'all different breeds. You know what I mean?
Y'all keep telling us that, like we don't believe it.
But here's the thing, though. Okay, listen, both of y'all. When y'all go,
thanks, Tone. Thanks
we
for calling,
appreciate
brother.
you.
Thank you,
But
Tone.
listen, when y'all dating, right? When y'all dating other men, Y'all go to ain't to inquire about other women, right?
You said, do I what?
When y'all dating other men, y'all go to is not to inquire about other women that they may be dating.
I don't care about her.
Thank you. And that's what I'm saying.
Because I'm number one.
I'd rather not even.
Exactly, because it don't matter.
But my thing is, he's dating, I'm dating.
Right.
I told y'all, my whole thing is, do I like you and do I even want to build anything with you? Like, I'm more so where your mental state at. Yeah. And can I see this going anywhere?
But my question to you, again, I don't think, maybe I'm putting y'all on a bigger pedestal in a sense, but I'm willing to bet that y'all won't be having sex with two different individuals that y'all date.
Absolutely not.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
But y'all might be tapping one.
Yeah,
you know I
think that'd be dating the other one. But, yeah.
I mean,
really like shit. I like a good eater.
I'm just saying, like, I don't really feel like. I think for me, like I always say, the longer you keep that out of any relationship, the clearer your mind is going to be as a woman, and that's how you can make better decisions.
Just make them all in the beginning.
No, that's not true. Because Miles, you asked the question earlier this week when you said, why is it that the women that are considered high value, like educated, got all this stuff together, pick bad men?
Yeah.
And I said, and my thing is basically, just because it looks good on paper don't mean they're good on the inside.
That's real. And that's very true.
Yeah, so like, you might look good financially, but on the inside you jacked up. Yeah. So you don't know how to pick a good man. You don't know how to pick what's right for you.
I don't think most women know how to pick I think most women don't know how to pick a good man because a lot of women be learning themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the process of learning, they miss a few things that they really want, but in what they really want.
But that's why it's important to keep sex out, because it's easy to get distracted, getting dickmatized.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the longer you keep that out of a relationship, the clearer you can make a decision for a woman. Like as a woman, because baby, you could be lost in the sauce.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, girl, you really about to? But he did. It's like,
and the way he did
that doesn't make it. I mean, like, yeah, he had missed his turn, and what? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that will mess you up if you know. So you, the longer you keep it out, the clearer you can make a decision.
But the more you keep it out too, if you don't, you still need.
I don't believe that there's a time limit on it. But my thing is, if you're dating with some intentions and you're looking for like a good man,
what I find most women will always fuck over that good man by mistake. So because
at what age?
It don't even matter what age.
It does.
No, I'm going to show you something. Because what happens is, you just said, friends like, you girl, you went. You mean why are you doing that? Because he did that. It's not just the sex. What it is, anytime a man can fulfill something that a woman always wanted, just imagine a woman been always wanting flowers. You got this one guy, he always bring you flowers. The guy who you really need to be with, not that he can afford flowers, he probably has time to go get them. But the person who's this not really meant for you, you'll wind up falling for, because he can gave you all the time and all the gifts that you wanted.
So basically, you're putting your wants in front of your needs.
Most women do. Most people do. Yeah. I mean, because that's why we wind up hitting off somebody and having baby women.
Because that's what you wanted instead of what you needed.
Top of the top, caller, you on the air.
I'm back.
Okay,
real quick.
Rita, go home.
Women,
she is home. She ain't left.
That's Rita.
Rita, what I say?
Rita. You keep calling
Women
Rita.
quit calling me Rita. Lord, women pick the wrong men because we have a time limit. Contrary if we want to believe it or not, women have time limits when it comes to if you want kids. You have to do that sooner than later.
True.
So, we rush. We can rush. We find ourselves in our 20s, most women, if they go to college or not, and after high school, you find yourself. So then you got that time. And then if you're in a relationship, you are, you with that person. So you found yourself in how you think based on a relationship.
There you go.
So if y'all break up, then you got to figure out who you are by yourself. So it's just different levels.
And you're right, but men and women need to realize it, because here's one thing for sure, two things for certain that I learned about females. Females will get hooked on something that a man made her do, and she'll be seeking it out on other men, right? Yeah. And that man wasn't made for them. Actually, it was just a certain part of your life. You just learn how to that part of your body became curable or accessible.
That's true because it's soul ties.
Exactly.
Like everybody you lay with, you taking that person with you.
I'm not even gonna put on soul ties. What I'm gonna put?
I don't believe that.
I don't believe in soul ties. But what I will say is this: is when a man able to make you feel. That means it's only temporary. Make you feel a particular way. It's just like a crackhead looking for that same hit. That's why he keeps on cracking. He's looking for the same hit he had.
And the same thing with men, Miles.
It's
the same thing with men. When a woman gives you good head, back to the head conversation. Woman gives you some good head, but then your next girl don't do it how she do it, and now you're flat. What is that about?
Well, see, here's the thing about men.
Ain't nothing wrong with her head. Nothing wrong with your thing.
Here's the thing.
It's just some women are just superb, and some women are mid at that.
There you go. And I'm about to say this: we don't mind teaching ours. We don't mind tell you to pinching your nose and letting you handle and learn how to breathe.
I'm tell you like this: as a woman, you do that, that's where you're gonna end up single. Don't do that to a woman because you can't tell no woman. She might be willing to learn, but the second you say or your body reacts and it's not good, that's a turn off for a woman. I'm sorry.
Men don't. We ain't gonna say that. We just gonna learn.
I've told a woman she need to step her game up with the head.
Oh, I didn't say that too.
But the difference is she stepped her game up.
And the difference is a woman
is that
with
your
ass.
wife?
Huh?
I can't say that now because I don't want to put your wife's business out there.
What you say?
I'm saying, I said, is that your current wife?
No. It's been women from the past.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that off the air. I'll put everybody's business out.
9 times out of 10, if they're husband or wife, their head is already there.
Exactly.
Because trust me, me and old women ain't gonna go without with that one. I'm sorry.
For real. Like if you
I
come
don't disagree. I don't disagree.
You come across a man that's married and he ain't getting no head. He's gonna be upset.
A man that does not perform on me. Yeah, that's a problem. So yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. I get it. I know a couple. They don't do the oral thing. They think it's disgusting.
They are very single. Okay, my time is up.
They actually married, and they got the weirdest marriage. To me, I be looking at them like,
do they have kids?
They got one. No, they got 2.
Oh, okay.
Were they in the church?
No. They was in something, but whatever it was,
it was a cult.
It was
cult.
It wasn't an oral situation.
Yeah.
There's no way where I could be in a relationship with no head.
I don't want to know what type of relationship you want to be in.
But
I don't think no relationship would make.
Brittany, you can go that long without head. You can go with in a relationship.
She's not going to answer that.
I'm not going to dignify that with the response.
That further let me know
she relationship without head. See, that's real shit. I don't think it's a lot of people that can't really operate off of that. You know what I'm saying?
So back to the power couple for me.
That make it powerful.
Makes it hard, but powerful.
Man, I'm telling you.
I think men and women both don't know how to pick nothing. That's why everybody around here complaining about everything.
Well, I believe that if you can't make good spaghetti, you can't have a good relationship.
Oh, my spaghetti good.
You know what I'm saying? Because with spaghetti, you got to take your time with the ingredients. You got to look at it.
Don't overdo it.
Don't overdo it. You got to pick the right thing.
Add some cheese in it.
Know when them damn noodles is done.
And have some onions in it,
no,
please.
My spaghetti be good. I don't do all that chopping and dicing and slicing. Just eat.
All you got is nothing but goddamn
sauce spaghetti.
Sauce and noodles.
That's it? That's all you do, Telly?
Yes.
No.
You throw the meatballs in there?
No.
What are you throwing in your
spaghetti? She
doesn't
cook anything with onions, so I can't trust her cooking.
No. What are you throwing in your spaghetti, though, for real? So you're not going to say shit? Okay, that's what's up. Anyway, yeah. What's up, Krishan?
So Miles said if you don't know how to make spaghetti.
I mean, because it takes all the analyzation of the ingredients being right.
Spaghetti is not that hard to make.
It's really
not. You just wait on the noodles to get done. You mix everything together.
Okay, that sounds like a relationship that people have. It ain't that easy. I mean, it ain't that hard to do. Just find a nigga you want to pick them. No.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. There's a process to making spaghetti.
Definitely a process.
But there's a process to cooking.
Yeah, but with the right ingredients. Same thing with a man. You have to have a man or woman have to have the ingredients.
I agree with that because there are certain, like acrimony. There's certain
don't start arguing
that certain men and women can bring out of each other.
True.
Yeah.
Like
certain men and women bring different things out of each other.
Yes,
so
I agree.
You have to have the right ingredients.
I agree. I agree with you, Brittany, wholeheartedly.
Because you could take one chick and have a man and she don't see nothing with him, and then they go through something, and another chick get him and he done had a glow up, and it's like, God,
prime example.
Yeah.
in the past, I didn't believe in being faithful once I gave out my warning to being faithful, right? So now that I'm in a relationship where I actually am, it's like, oh, how dare you only be with one bitch and you was messing around with all the other ones. You didn't bring that out of me. So you didn't deserve that.
Right.
So I get it.
But a lot of times I would say this. If a man and a woman realize their purpose, right, they would make it purposeful for them to be together. And majority of times, everything relies on what type of person you are. And whose you are, like what you believe in. You know what I mean? Your spiritual side has to be intact too. Yeah. Because you cannot be bringing a broken spiritual part into someone unless a person is a healer. Because majority of times people
don't bring me no more men. I got to heal.
Everybody got to heal from something now, Brittany. You got to relax.
Shit, you in trouble then. Yeah. You'll be waiting.
Yeah. You better off messing with the dudes that got kids.
I got to heal.
Let me tell you something, Brittany.
All men healing from something.
And plus,
I know.
You probably at the age where you know you're calling, but when God calls you, you're going to be like, oh, so are you for real? And that's gonna be okay. Maybe this is just a test, and then you're gonna fall in love with the test, and then you're gonna really be in love with who you are to make you be able to heal people. And when you had that knack in your life, you'd be like, okay, it ain't that bad.
When I have what in my life?
Knack. I mean that tendency of knowing when it's time. Like I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd heal a few people.
Yeah,
but the time gonna come when
Brittany look like a healer.
It's gonna. Especially in the damn shorts, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
The Rhea said it's conversation that makes a power couple, knowing each other's desires. I agree with that. You know,
and I like one thing that Beyonce and Jay-Z never did.
What's that?
They never interviewed together.
I wouldn't.
Huh?
I wouldn't.
I mean, but
why wouldn't you?
Interview together?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, I don't feel like we have to interview together. He know me, I know him.
Hold on, wait. And that's,
but it really wouldn't be for y'all. It'd be for the people to get something from y'all.
So what I would learn was,
I don't necessarily. I think it's best to kind of do it separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
And but here's the thing too, Jay and Beyonce. There's very seldom anyone ever asked Beyonce about Jay-Z.
That's true.
In every interview, they asked him about her, except for when he started doing his dreads.
Yeah,
he was interviewing with the New York Times.
But they started off like that.
Huh?
That's how they started off in their relationship. Not really. They didn't interview together in the beginning, and they kept people out of their business.
Oh yeah, they still keep people.
And then he said it. They asked him. Like, it was one time he was like, "If you got 99 people in your business, you got 99 people in your business." So all of that was very strategic with them. The only reason why I personally wouldn't want to interview together is because I know people watching everything, and they critiquing and just.
Did you see what he did?
She cut him off. She did that's no. I mean,
I see
those are reasons why I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we're out, like let's just say we were in a setting or something like that or whatever, and somebody asked the question.
But the Shandy point, that's why I love the mans, the David and Tamlas.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you, when they interview, the way they play off of each other be so like, that was cute as hell. Like I could see that. Like when she started looking at him, he said, okay, let me calm down. I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that's what people want to see and all of that. I mean, I don't really feel a need for it.
But with David and Tamla though, they are only in one spectrum of light, right? Mm-hmm. So you only going to get the Christian point of their conversation. Yeah. Now, I would love to do one where you have the Mr. Chocolate Man, what's his name? Morris Chestnut.
Mr. Chocolate
Man. Would you stop calling another man that, dog?
Sorry. That's what Shani was calling.
Morris
but you can't call him that.
Right.
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay, hold on.
Calling that man that.
Me and Todd is having a conversation. No, but him, Morris Chestnut, man, David and Tamala. I would love to have Denzel and Paulette. And Tamala and Tamia and Grant Hill.
They don't really interview together.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying Denzel and Miss Paulette. They don't.
And she is more powerful than him in the
sense. Because if you've ever seen them on the red carpet, she answers the questions and he take a step back
because he understands. Listen,
but I don't really think he likes to.
Well,
because most actors are really shy.
Most people are shy, right? Yeah. So, and most comedians are depressing. Hey, D. Jones. So,
don't you do D like that?
You're right. I ain't mean you depressing.
Come on, finish with your thought, nah?
My thought is this: I would like to have all of them in the conversation to hear how people handle things, and I'm willing to bet they're all relatively the same.
They say she's right.
right.
That's what they say. What man have that interview? My wife. She's right.
She right.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I mean,
they always say that. She dressed me. She's right. We usually do what she says.
But because that comes to a compromising situation to where a man do not want to argue with his wife.
I don't know not one man
want to
except
argue
for Al Bundy that want to argue with his wife. That's the only dude that
didn't argue.
But I think they understand that she really truly takes care of everything. Women really taking care of things.
Yeah, but then you get women who say, I'm not doing all that.
Well, that ain't the one.
9 times out of 10, she ain't the two neither.
I mean, because honestly, it's in our nature, it's in our DNA to naturally want to take care of your man.
Yeah, because y'all nurturers. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yes,
well,
I want to do this. I want that for him. You know, I want other women
This nigga said, some of y'all.
But my thing is, I want other women to look at my man. That's me. He look like that. That's me. Yes, that's that light that's on him. Yes, who doesn't want that?
Well,
I know a few.
When he walk out, they like, yeah, yo, Curtis look good today. Thank you.
Listen, one thing, but I see what
he
you're
happy.
saying. I see what you're saying.
He happy.
But
You see what I'm
a
saying?
woman who's like that is a happy woman, though.
Absolutely.
I'm happy.
But most women are not happy.
Well, that's the problem.
And
Y'all ain't picking right.
Evidently, most women not neither, because
I ain't picked at all.
You go through 3 men and have babies by all 3.
That's the problem.
Being honest with you, shit happens.
Yeah.
This the one today. Oh, you wasn't it. This the one today.
And then they be like, I don't know why nobody want to talk to me.
If a woman is pregnant in today's world,
twins and 2 other babies.
Right.
If a woman is pregnant in today's world, it's because she wants to be.
Yeah, because they got abortion clinics like a mile apiece, mile radius around.
Like I said,
Hey,
if
listen.
she's pregnant today, she wants to be.
Let a woman get pregnant by me.
She probably won't.
This motherfucker still work. What I'm trying to say is 7 Mile Greenfield, grass shit at 8 Mile. Or they can take the steps or the elevator. Either way, it's not going to make it.
So back to the women putting love and light on their man.
Yeah,
no,
it happens.
We were talking about
Ladies,
power
put
couples.
love and light on your man.
Yeah. Please do.
The whole world's gonna know.
And you know what? A man will shine better when he getting the right loving.
Man,
Hell yeah.
That's
definitely.
That's why they be looking good to other women. You want to know why he look good? Because that woman loving on him.
There's a bit. Listen,
he got all that TLC on him.
I was just telling my wife this. I said, listen, since I've been with you, I attract a different quality of women now. I'm not attracting just Master Splendors no more.
There you go.
They different now.
Especially when they see y'all together.
Yeah.
And then they see how. Listen, there's no lie. I ain't gonna lie. It was a client, right? Mm-hmm. She came through. She said, "I'd like to take you out to lunch." I'm like, "Cool."
That's what the girls are doing.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. She took me out to dinner, and then this motherfucker, my food came. She cut up my chicken breast. Like, you know, I said, "No, you can't do that. I'm sorry, you can't do that."
I was about to say, you like that?
I love when a woman sees a need.
Yeah.
Or feel as if it's a need and took care of it. And she's like,
so you want her to cut your chicken up?
I thought it was dope as
You
hell.
want her to feed it to you too?
She did. She did.
He don't mind that shit.
He like she could have.
Hold on, baby. Let me.
Hold on. How I do it?
But you could have.
Okay, so
hold on, baby. Let me get that for you.
No, and she did. And she was like, hold on, and she laid the napkin on my. I was like,
she did all of that.
I was like,
that's because she knew you had no manners.
No, that's a good one. What she knew, she knew.
This nigga about to be sloppy.
Very much.
I don't want him dripping nothing on them pants I just bought.
She knew I was a man. She knew she wanted to treat me like a king.
Yeah.
And she said that's how I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds like
No
she
offense.
was treating you like a baby.
No, she said no offense. I did. She said even when I'm out with my brother, I do that. So
well, I do that to my niece, and she's 6. So yeah, sounds like she was treating you like
yeah.
that.
And if you don't do it to your man, he won't be no more. Because
I'm gonna start asking men if they want me to do that. You want me to cut it up for you too, baby?
Brittany, be careful when you ask men. You gonna get an answer you don't
for you too, babe.
No, what I want you to do is I want you to cup. You
want me to feed it to you too, babe?
Yes.
Here, babe. Let me feed you. Like,
please.
For the love of God.
What you want to eat, boo? Let me feed you. That's what you want.
Yo, we gotta get out of here.
Whatever you desire.
B.Todd, tell me what you can find you.
You can find me right here every Wednesday. Also with Pod Talk, and we doing that shit. It could just be me and you. I don't care. Yeah. Okay, Pod Talk 5:30, right? Yes. 7 o'clock, respectfully speaking. All right, but at 1 o'clock, I'm here right here with Lake.
You do 4 goddamn podcasts in one day.
To your one.
You went to my one. Thank you. Go ahead, Brittany.
Y'all can just find me here. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Brittany Chanel. Instagram is me, Brittany Chanel. So Broad Day will be coming very soon. So I will keep y'all updated on when that's coming out.
I can't wait to see it. Brittany is in scenes where she don't blink.
I actually do blink.
You catch me M Dixon 313 on Instagram. I will be more vocal on it, I promise. Shady, where can they find your ass at?
Here and on Facebook at Shan Mosley.
Okay. Here and on Shan.
That was sweet.
Till next time we see y'all later. Peace out.
Bye. Go be powerful.
I pray that my love for you is bigger than what my parents have.
So you must be my daughter's new friend?
Candy, let me ask you a question.
Oh, so this him? This the man that comforts you more than me?
Mama, all men ain't like daddy.
That's not fair. Rise and grind. Wanna show at 9:15 a.m. Monday through Friday. Great conversation, guest appearances. 'Cause you